Hi guys. My eyesight's getting so bad. Share it out, guys. Share it out and repost. River's in the house. Lacey's in the house. Sarah's in the house. Just passing through. Hello! Freddy Girl. And Talia. Sarah. Let's go. Auntie Kitty Cat, let's go. Big Tam's in the house. Edgar's mom, thank you for the popular swag. Whatchamacallit? Hey, isn't that a candy bar? Amanda's in the house. Let's go. Let's go with the populars. B Penny's in the house. Let's go. Starbeads, Brooke. Jody Lynn, thank you guys for your daily team armies. Share it out and repost. This live is going to be really important, guys. Okay? It's going to be very important. Pay attention, listen. Please. Who just leveled up? I wish I had glasses so you couldn't spy. You know what I mean? See what I mean? B Penny, let's go! Robert's in the house. Philly! Share it out, guys. It was very cute. It was very cute. Very good choice. Philly! Oh, look at... Whoosh. Oh, thy majesty's at the sunset? He landed on a dolphin, I know it. I hope it wasn't the one on my Dolphin Beach towel. And Talia, let's go! Ashtray, let's go. I'm not doing panels right now, guys. Okay? I'll explain that in a minute. I'll explain it in this. Smash is in the house, K-Dot. Rach with the paper crane. Rach is the original paper craner. Philly? You think I'm corny, or did you get me like a seafood boil? It's the corn. I like potatoes a little bit, you know? Not too many. Thank you, Philly. Briar Creek's in the house. Bear's in the house. Jamie's in the house. The real Shannon, not the fake one. Don't get to playing. It's the real one. Corny for life. Malibu's in the house. I'm not corny for life. Maybe I am a little bit. But who's asking? Sweet Briar with the level up 16 cake. Let's fucking go! My gosh. Hey, Heather. Gigi's in the house, too. Chop! Chop. Chop, did you see that whale? I think he landed on our dolphin, but I don't think it was the one from the Dolphin Beach doll. Here's the star, and Talia. Here's the star. That was a hell of a star rocket, my gosh! Natalia reaching level number 19, let's go! My Jesus, we got rockets in the sky, Artemis 3, right here in the chat. You saw it here first, folks. And then, you wouldn't even believe the whale. We got the sheep too. Are you trying to put me to sleep? Let me catch you. One sheep over the moon. Two sheep. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to sleep. Don't cook me, chat. Don't cook me, chat. Hey, Chick Flick. Hello. Did you guys get it shared out? Reposted it? It's going to be a really important live. What we are going to be playing tonight, which is why I'm not exactly satire, except for a little filter, is going to be Retina's Live from last night, okay? I did make a post. If everybody could do me a huge favor, I will repeat it, but if everybody could do me a huge favor, and just at minimum, go read it. Okay? Go read it. Go read it. Because I understand emotions are going to be pretty high. I understand. Okay? But we are going to keep the chat clean. Okay? You can share your feelings. You can share your emotions. You can share... Flames, thank you so much for that kiss. First kiss I got all day. Wow, that was so nice. Oh my god, okay, fine. Well, I love it too, dang. Steak dinner first, maybe? Shit, okay. Is it over? Nope. Is it over? Shit. My god. Hey, Tess. Yeah. Please, okay, here we go. Now it's registered. Is it over yet? Okay, good. Wow, I'm owed a lot of steak dinners first. Fine, I'm here for it. It's fine. Rare to medium rare, please. Thanks. A couple minutes on each side. So, depending on the thickness, you know, if you get it like a thick boy, like do a couple 3 minutes on each side, please. You know, it's not, I ain't asking for much. Flames, let's go. It's the Wild West, I know. It's the Wild West, I know. It's about to probably get a little bit wilder, but we're gonna keep it as cordial as possible, okay? Kinda like that mustache. Rach, let's go! Look at him, he's trying to... Is he holding an avocado? Was that an avocado? That wasn't an egg. Surely that was an avocado, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure that was an avocado. I just can't prove it. No, that wasn't. There's no way. It was an avocado. Who agrees with me? Raise your hand in the chat. It was an avocado. I just know it. Flames with the donuts. Yeah, I know I got 2 gin flames. Jeez, you gotta point it out. Yeah, hey, can I get a couple dozen of those? Yeah. I'll put them to good use, I swear. And if we get lost in a boat out on the ocean, at least we know how to float, you know? It's the important things in life. Tech with the Daily Army, let's go. Was everybody able to go read my recent post? Okay? I'm gonna do a quick cap. I think there's enough people in here. Let's go with the corgi, let's go. I wish it gave the full name across the top, because there's like lots of good people, you know, good person. It was Chick Flick. Thank you, I ain't twerking for it. It's not highly promoted, you know, and I don't want to show off my skills. You know. I have ADHD, so if you guys send stuff, just give me a second to get through my thought, otherwise I'm lost like I already have been 5 times. Okay, so my recent post. So I am going to be covering Retina's Live from last night, okay? I am not doing this live to drag Retina, okay? That's not what's gonna happen. Do I have my opinion on some shit that I'm definitely gonna share? Absolutely. Yeah, definitely gonna share. I feel like this is an extremely heavy topic and has been for a lot of people for most of the weekend. Okay? I respect it. I understand. But this chat is not going to be a bash session, okay? We're not going to be name calling. We're not going to be doing all that extra weird shit that goes along with being pissed off and disappointed. Let's go with the Galaxy Flames! Let's go with the Galaxy! Woo, baby! My gosh. For me personally, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts. I'm going to share where I stand. During this, and right now, I am not doing any boxes for anybody. Point blank period. I don't want to hear anybody's opinions or thoughts on it. I'm going to share my own before I open up the platform. Okay? I mean what I say, and I'm going to say exactly what I mean. I hope that everybody stays respectful in the chat. If you choose to not be respectful in the chat, you'll get a giraffe with a frog slide down the giraffe. Oh my God, that was a giraffe. And he was in the wild. My gosh. I ain't never seen that before. And he was munching on a tree. Was that a frog down there? Is he a slide? Was he a slide? What was he doing? Does he have enough water? Is he hungry? What? I want to slide down a giraffe. And tell you, well, that was a dinosaur on the giraffe's back. That was a dinosaur on the giraffe's back. I need one of those. My gosh, I ain't never seen that before. Linsdawn, let's go. Cindy, let's go. And I love tacos too. I get a taco and a giraffe. I get a taco and a giraffe. My gosh. I love it here. Okay. I'm going to get to the regular scheduled programming because this live is quite long, so I need to get to it. No bashing, no name calling, no vile shit in the chat. Like I said, you can have your thoughts, you can have your feelings, please share them respectfully. If you choose not to, please do not DM me or my mods later crying because you were muted or blocked. Understood? Understood? Okay. I'm not playing about this topic. I feel like that my platform deserves to know where I stand on things, and I'm going to say right from the beginning, Retina is not welcome here. She is blocked. That does not mean that I'm going to drag her. That does not mean that I hate her. Do you understand? What happened does not align with how I feel and where I stand in real life or on the app with any of it. And I'm not only protecting my peace and my space, but the space that you all sit in as well. If you disagree with that and you don't like it, you are free to block me. I will not say a word. You are free to leave. I will not say a word. I'm firm on where I stand with this. And that will never fucking change. Okay? I was firm on it with Megan. I was firm on it about OG. And bet your ass I'm firm on it with Retina's comment too. And I will explain why as we go through this live. Okay? As soon as it happened, I did DM Retina. The contents of that DM really isn't anybody's business, but I will put it to you in the most simplest way I can to how I got my point across to her. I don't sit with it. I don't condone it. I do not stand by it. And, if she would have said that in person, okay, and call it tokenizing if you will, I don't give a fuck what you call it, but the facts are the facts. A huge chunk of my heart is the black community. My sister-in-law of almost 20 years is black, and my nieces and nephews are mixed. My brother is Puerto Rican. They are mixed Puerto Rican and black, and they are everything to me. And I let her know that if in real life she said that in the face, or standing next to, across the room, I don't give a shit. That I would have wrecked her shit on sight. And I mean every single fucking word of that. Okay. That's how I feel and that's where I stand. And my mind's not going to change on that. That's why I don't show grace to Megan. I don't give a single fuck. Okay? You're going to hear a little bit different from this live, which is highly disappointing. It's going to be very disappointing to some people. I get it. I understand. I totally understand. Mostly disappointed because I feel, Retina, you left your friends to take the brunt of shit that you, as of last night, still stood all 10 toes on. That you just can't seem to understand the problem in what you did. Flames, let's go. You You made a huge, huge choice. That was a choice. We're old enough now. We should know better by now. You made a big choice, okay? And then you seemingly are making kind of passive posts about the friends who literally were just taking conversation and education and heat for you. And I also don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that. I'll never fuck with that. Ever. My next point being, if you can't beat them, join them, should never fucking apply to racism. I don't give a shit if they called you things for weeks. Do you understand? The prime example is I've been through this shit with Bree, which is why I said weeks ago that I will not entertain her. I will not entertain her. Okay? Point blank, period. I will not. But the reality is that they could sit on this bitch and they could call me a dirty, dumb, yikes on bikes, ugly, bald, call me whatever the fuck suits your heart. But you will never see me reply to that with anything that would degrade, shame, or demean the color of their skin or what they've had to experience and what they do experience in life. Ever. I don't give a fuck. Call me whatever you want. That's what you said is not a response to them, and I'll give it to you, tormenting you. Okay? Are they wrong for that? Yup. Why do you think I don't fuck with them? Why do you think I'm very selective at protecting this space? Which means not being in Megan's spaces, any of their spaces. I don't need to fucking go anywhere to clear up shit when I have my own platform. I am not going to lower my standard to go sit in a space of people who just genuinely don't give a shit about how other people feel. That's me. That's just me. I am extremely, extremely disappointed. I'm hurt for the people that it hurt. I get the frustration from all sides. Okay? Bree and Queenie, you two are just as vile, but just in different ways. What you're doing, what she did is really fucking wrong. It's right. It got her blocked. It got her removed from anything that has to do with me. But what you two are doing is also wrong and disgusting and vile and has no business on this app. Point blank, period. Okay? No other way around it. That's right, Smash. Two things can be true at the same time. And there's also a level of things that can't be accepted or forgiven. And for me, racism just happens to be one of them. It just happens to be one of them. I'm not doing boxes right now until after I get through this. It's never warranted. It's never warranted. And Ratina, I told you this in the DMs. We, no matter how the fuck we feel, have never shared the experience of their history or what they still go through today. We don't share that. You can't run around asking YT people if you feel that they feel if you're racist. You don't get to do that. That's not who you should be asking. We don't have the experience. I don't care how pissed off you are. We do not share the experience or the history. We don't. We don't. We never will. And that makes me sad. It makes me sad that somebody that I grew to like chose to not think or be emotionally intelligent or understand what the difference is when you say something like that, why it's not just calling people something to call somebody something like that. It is a racist, degrading statement. Okay? It's targeting, it's inappropriate, it's fucked up, and it's wrong. And it has no place where I am. It'll never be welcome here. If you disagree with that, I'm going to ask you to leave. And I will not say a word. I will not say a word. I understand what they have done to her for 3 days, okay? With the action that was taken, I don't give a fuck if it was 2 months. It doesn't warrant that. There's other ways to go around it, okay? Taking my advice a week ago when I told you not to even entertain it would have been a good first start. Point blank, period. And then watching what I watched last night, thank you guys so much. Watching what I watched last night, So now that there's more people in here, I'm going to hit play on this. I love you too. I'm going to hit play on this. I'm asking you nicely so that you don't get muted or blocked. You can have your feelings, okay? You are allowed to have your feelings. You're allowed to be angry. You're allowed to be upset. You're allowed to be disappointed. Please do not talk shit or be degrading, demeaning, or any of that shit in the chat here. Please don't do that. There's other way. We're going to set an example that there's other ways that you can share your feelings on how you're disappointed about something. Okay? Diabolical is a fine word. Shit like that. Don't talk about people's looks. Don't talk about the color of their skin. Don't talk about no shit like that. You will be muted and blocked immediately. I don't want my mods to have to do that. But I'm not afraid to set the standard. So please.
Where was Jovi?
Let me know if the fan when it starts playing. Let me know if the fan is too much. At some point, as I get through this, I will open up the platform. When I do that, I am also asking that if you get a box, the same shit applies. You're allowed to talk about how it affects you. You're allowed to talk about how disappointed you are. What you're not allowed to do is sit over here and degrade and shame and call names and do all this weird wacky shit that's been going on. We're not doing that here, okay?
I'm not gonna lie.
This is Retina's live from last night. Natalia, let's go. Thank you guys so much. Thank you everybody for all the gifts you sent, and thank you for all your daily team armies. I tried to shout them out all at once, but I got ADHD and it's so bad, and I really try hard. I'll try harder next time. I love you.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, as you can hear me tonight, I did not feel well. I was in bed. I took my meds at like 6:30 last night. So I was like crashed. The fuck out at 7. And what is really funny to me is when I was rewatching live on Bald Head's page, it's like, Retina's always in here. Actually, Retina's not. There are times where I'm like consistently in there and then I'm not. So for people to say that, you just don't pay attention, and that's okay. I know I was seized by 7 p.m. My back even hurt because I slept so long.
I understand, Bev. And I want to make this clear. This is hard, okay? This is hard for a lot of people. This affects a lot of people. It came out of left field from somebody that sits within the community. This is hard for a lot of the viewers. It affects viewers just like it affects everybody else. It's a slap in the face. It really is. It makes people not know where to go, how to go there, how long they should be there. It makes people question a lot of things. And I understand that right now. I understand there's a lot of people just trying to figure it out. But my bottom line for what I stand by for me and my moral compass is, I do not sit with that or condone it. It's wrong. It'll never be okay. I don't care who you are. And if you love it here and you love the community, think twice before you say what you fucking say. And respectfully, if you feel that way and you don't say it, I still don't want you here. We don't align. We don't align, and I'm not afraid to say that. I don't care if I lose viewers. We don't align. It's not okay. That is not a matched energy tactic. It's wrong. And I don't give a fuck if it is Bree and Queenie. I don't give a fuck who it is. It's wrong. Point blank, period.
Haley, to be honest, like, let's really think about this, right? You have a group of women that have been talking about me for 3 to 4 days in a live that I feel comfortable in. You don't think I'm going to arrive if I knew about it? That's funny. That's funny. I'm not going to lie. I appreciate all of the messages that I got that said I need to rewatch the live from last night. I appreciate y'all. Live from last night. I appreciate y'all. There was tons. Tons and tons, actually. And just to let people know what I've seen on Bald-Headed page, you can't lie to me when you say you defended me in the comment sections. And I watched the live. I watched the live where the important people were in there, and you do not. But that's okay. That's okay to lie to me. That's just starting to a bit of luck. Starting to a bit of luck. Donna, for 3 days. I don't even think I would be upset about last night's live. If had the last 3 days even been mentioned. And that's the thing. Is I don't think 80% of the people that were in the chat last night had a clue. What actually transpired. A little weird. Yeah. Yeah, here I am under the influence. Yep. Are you worried about it? You can leave if you don't like it. That's okay. I was actually gonna have this live and just open it up if anybody wanted to tell me how they felt or anything that they were allowed to have a box.
It's hard, Lily. It's really hard. I'm sorry, I can't think of your... Is it one free? It's the comment that Brie posted on one of her videos. I thought she came in here. Hey, Nature. Big hugs.
Free spirit. Free spirit, yeah.
Big hugs, because especially to somebody or anybody in here, raise your hand in the chat if you did not see and do not know about this live. Because prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Yeah, prepare yourselves.
I think that's her name. She was like, I swore at one time she had a flag as her profile picture. Hi, Luciana. Hi, Luciana. And whole goddamn chest about make that your storyline. I don't know if it still is, a new like turquoise one at Starbucks. And it's always the damn Starbucks ones that get me to buy them. Because I'm like, yep, I need this. I need this. Are we up for another drunk racist night? Yes! I'm so glad you wanted to come and join. I'm even letting Megan in here.
Double tap.
God damn, you guys just hate her. OG's coming too. I bet you. I guarantee you. OG's gonna show up too. Hi, Jocelyn. Well, yeah, Megan. We're just having a drunk racist party. Yeah, I talked to OG a little bit ago. Because y'all know OG and I talked on the back
Double
end.
tap.
Mm-hmm.
Keep
Make
double
that your
tap.
storyline. Haley, I think honestly you are the only...
This is Retina's live from last night. Thank you for the populars. This is Retina's live from last night.
mod in here. I don't even know if I have mods.
You're welcome.
So I really don't give a fuck what you do.
Thank you for joining the fan club. Thank you.
Because again, like I said, yeah, you can do what you want. Everybody forgets the last 3 days.
I know, Sydney.
3 days. The whole 3 days. This is what really gets me, right? Is when I watch Bald Headed's recap. Is when Brie took a box with her soft-spoken voice, and then she was just so emotionally drained. That's funny, because for 3 days you spoke with your whole goddamn chest about any fucking thing you possibly could think of me. Angel baby, it's okay. I'm racist too now. I'm getting t-shirts. She was literally emotionally exhausted. I would be too if for 3 days I was online for over 10 hours at a time just talking shit about somebody. And how much people don't pay attention to me. If you want to talk about my fucking playlist, and oh, I know she was going through a breakup because of her playlist. Y'all know I talk about this all the fucking time. About how I don't have fucking Wi-Fi out here. And I've got Dish Network. So I'm sorry that Dish Network upset you so much.
Let's go. Thank you for the purple heart stack. It scared you.
Thank you, Trash.
I love you guys. And listen, trigger warning, okay? Trigger warning. So if it gets to be too much, don't be afraid to exit out. I post on YouTube. You can go watch it later. Okay?
And like I said, I know people do not agree with me, aren't going to agree with me, and that's fine. I don't have to have an argument over it. I don't have to dislike you over it. Whatever you choose to do with me after that, that's on you, not me.
that statement to me is crazy as fuck. You have completely disregarded people that give a fuck about you. Completely disregarded. For your own selfishness. To think you had the freedom to say what the fuck you said. To not just one, but two black women. Whether we like them or not. The amount of lack of care for people that cared about you, that stuck their neck out for you multiple fucking times, respectfully, is really fucking sad to hear. It's very sad to hear.
She was literally emotionally exhausted. I would be too. If for 3 days I was online for over 10 hours at a time, just talking shit about somebody. And how much people don't pay attention to me. If you want to talk about my fucking playlist, listen to me. If you want to talk about my fucking playlist, and oh, I know she was going through a breakup because of her playlist. Y'all know I talk about this all the fucking time. About how I don't have fucking Wi-Fi out here, and I've got Dish Network. So I'm sorry that Dish Network upset you so much.
Hey, Marilyn. Facts, Carolyn.
Thank you, Trash. And like I said, I know people do not agree with me, aren't going to agree with me, and that's fine. I don't have to have an argument over it. I don't have to dislike you. Over it. Whatever you choose to do with me after that, that's on you, not me. But here's my real question. And Megan, can you take a box for a second? Because I do really have a question. I have a question that maybe you could answer for me.
What's up?
Hey.
Hey.
So here's my question.
Hey.
Right? People shouldn't be in your life, right? Because you're racist. Right?
That's what people are saying, absolutely.
Okay. So here's my thing. I'll speak for myself. If I shouldn't be in your life, no matter what, right? Even though if we rewind to the other night, I wasn't speaking to you, I was speaking to the mother. And then right when I left, you made the joke, right? And I responded.
Right.
But if I shouldn't be in there, why are the racist advocates, why are they in there screenshotting everything? Why are they in there? So it's okay for them to be in there and listen and watch?
Well, I've questioned this quite a bit. A lot of people come in my lives that think and believe and say horrible things about Megan, right? Everybody's welcome where I'm at. Unless there's a personal issue with me and that other individual, then that is the only way you're getting blocked. And we all know the people I have issues with. Everybody else is more than welcome. So I don't understand why it is okay, right, for my trolls to come in and screen record and screenshot everybody who's in there, but yet turn around and talk shit about the people that are in there that they don't want to be in there.
So do what you do? To me, okay, and Ratina, even you stand by this. Receipt gathering? Taking screenshots of people talking shit in chats? They're not in there interacting. They're getting receipts. Ratina, you're the receipt queen. If you're asking me, my stance is there is a huge difference from a silent watcher, a troll watcher, who's in there taking screenshots, getting receipts, versus people who are in the panels and interacting. There is a major difference. Me, I'm so firm on it, I don't go into Megan's shit ever! That's just me. But there is a big difference. So I found this to be very interesting too. Fax tech. Big fax tech.
Control thing with me.
It's just kind of crazy to me because, like, if we're being honest, we talk about the last 3 days, right? Queenie was in your life. It was in your life. Queenie, yeah, Queenie is the one that sent, when I messaged you back and was like, yeah, I'll make a registry, blah, blah, blah,
Right.
you know? Yeah, blah, blah, blah,
Right.
you know? She's the one that sent that to my boyfriend.
Oh.
So it's funny to me that I can't be in there having a serious conversation with somebody that was not you at all. But she can be in there screen recording and screenshotting stuff to send to people. So again, why is it that all the anti-racists are in there, but nobody else could be?
That's a very good question.
Okay,
Queenie, why
you're
was
right.
in my life?
Lovely lady, you're true.
Just a quick reminder before I hit play again, because there's more people in here. Just keep the comments clean. From either side, no degrading, no shaming, no body shaming, no... You're entitled to your feelings, and I'm gonna let you share them in here, okay? You can share them in the comments all day long. Just please keep it clean. No dry accusations, shit you don't have. Don't be accusing people of certain things that you don't have proof of, just because you're feeling how you're feeling right now. Express yourself, but just please keep it clean, because I don't want to have to mute or block you, or for my mods to have to. Okay? Fair?
It's true. We broke up. You're true. It's true. We broke up. We should have. Yes, we did. But at the time, stop lying on him. I'm not. How am I lying on him? How am I lying on him? I just said Queenie.
That's funny. I have them blocked too.
Spicy Bunny, I don't know. Spicy Bunny, I don't know. Are you blocked on my other account? I should just stop. Well, I'm not going to. So there's that. Because it's just weird to me. It's just a question I want answered by the people that participate in that. No, we were having issues before that. But him and Queenie are friends. And so Queenie decided, with no context, to send that one comment to Megan. Or sorry, not to Megan, but to him. So, yeah. And if you believe me, I'm pretty sure it's posted in the last 3 days. You could go find it yourself. But yeah, that was just kind of my question. Isn't that kind of weird, though? That like, the people that don't want people around you are in your life?
Yeah, I never understood that. I personally think that you guys all fucking love me, right? And I've been saying this for 2 years. It's okay for 2 years. It's okay to like Megan, right? Because people are painting an ugly picture of me, and you guys are afraid to come over and say hello because you guys know you guys are gonna get backlash for being in my life. I understand that.
Oh, Megan, yes. Megan, there are things I posted that I know absolutely nobody's going to comment on. Especially the last time Bree and I went at it. Nobody would comment on a thing because they were terrified.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad, right? I'm glad that there are more eyes being open to this whole situation and seeing what is really going on.
Listen. My eyes were open immediately, probably about as open as the lady's eyes that you called at 3 a.m. and got confirmation on what we call the family friend. Do you understand? There's no mix-up in that. There never was. Ever. There also was never mix-up on you referring to the N-word as a fucking pronoun. There was never a mix-up. There will never be, I don't care what mountain you climb to scream it from the top of, a mix-up in that. You, ma'am, as well as Retina, as well as OG, are all YT people. So even if you climbed to the top of Mount fucking Everest, there will never be an excuse as a YT person coming out of your mouth that would make it excusable for you to degrade or shame any black person that walks the earth, king or queen, child, I don't give a fuck. And it was also very clear when you made it clear that black children were to be seen and not heard. There was no confusion. We heard it multiple times. We heard it loud. Don't fuck with me on that. Because you're still making excuses. And that makes it worse. Just so you know. Bitch.
I am. I really am.
It's just, that is like my, like, like, it's the most fucking hypocritical shit I've ever heard. So you can be in there. So you can be in there hating Megan, recording everything and watching, so you can go back and talk about her. But it's okay for you to be in there doing that. And I'm pretty sure I do have a message somewhere. From somebody that said, Queen of Blessings had told somebody, well, if you're going to go into Megan's, make sure you do it on a troll account. Why is that?
Do you know how many troll accounts come into my live on a daily?
I'm troll out.
A lot of them.
I'm sure way more than me.
And I tell them, as long as you guys are cool and respectful, and you won't get blocked, and you will not believe how many people come in and hang out and have a good time on their troll accounts because they're afraid to admit and to be seen on their real account because of the backlash that they're gonna fucking get from everybody. Everybody.
And you know what? I will take accountability that I absolutely have bashed you in the past. I'll take accountability for absolutely saying that I believe this. And oh god, this is gonna start a war so bad, Megan. But the thing is, why should I have to be silent just to appease everybody else?
Right.
You yourself, have you trolled me? Yes. Have you talked shit about me? Yes. Have you talked shit about me? Yes.
You should have remained silent. You should have remained silent. Because by not saying what you said and not feeling what you said, it's called fucking humanity. You should have stayed silent. And even if you didn't say it out loud and that's how you felt, you should have been transparent so that people knew that they were never fucking safe around you. That's humanity. That is basic fucking humanity. Point blank period. No space in between.
Yes. Have I trolled you? Yes. Have I talked shit about you? Yes. Okay. And again, we need to clear this up with the whole Smash and me and the unknown situation. I never said that you could redeem yourself. I actually said, no, it's social media. You carry your social media. You carry your shit in your backpack forever, is what I said.
Right.
And it's true.
I believe that. I will forever be deemed racist on this app, and
So is that why you ran straight to Megan and straight to OG? Is that why you ran to them? Because you knew the choice, not mistake, the choice you made went directly into your digital social media backpack? Because I don't know if you recall or not, but you very much were in the panel when I brought up that screenshot, okay? It was me and you, it was in Holly's live, and Miss Unknown was also in the panel. And as a matter of fact, Miss Unknown asked me to bring up the screenshot for a second time. And it was OG making the same reference to a black woman. And you had an opinion on that. Like,
I have come to terms to accept that. If that's what people want to run around this app and say and believe, then let them. It doesn't bother me anymore. I'm so over this bullshit stupidity. It's childless, this behavior.
Megan, it's honestly just like when people bring up my crime from 2015.
is the racism, is that what it feels like to you, Megan? As a YT woman? Is that what that feels like to you? Is that what it feels like to you?
Or no, there's recently new people trying to make helicopter AIs.
Oh,
that shit don't affect me anymore.
Right.
Like, you guys realize you've done it so much that I'm just numb to it. But that is just really honestly, like, was my biggest question. Is if you can't sit with a racist, then why are you in there recording a racist? Seems hypocritical to me. But what would I know?
God, I want to know what account she was on.
I don't know. I was so fucking pissed off the last 3 days. I only watched a little bit here and there.
I am
But I'm sure,
personally watching.
I'm sure, Megan, though, if you watch or you ask loud enough, somebody will tell you.
I mean, in all reality, I really don't care. She could stay a fan. That's where I'm at with it.
It's honestly crazy. And here's the thing, right? And this is what got to me is, if anybody's seen the last time I was in Megan's live, I was speaking to, what's her name? Stop the BS. Is it Stop the BS?
Yeah.
That's who I was speaking to. That's the only person I spoke to in that live. And then right when I was getting down, Megan made a joke about getting married, right? Like, when are we getting married?
Oh yeah.
And I was already.
Oh yeah.
I was already out of the box. In the comments, I said, "Don't worry, I'll make a registry soon."
Yeah. Did you ever? And then I asked if I was allowed to add things to that. And you told me no.
Right.
Which isn't very lovely.
You know what that deemed? That you and I are really good friends.
I want to add some things to that list.
I bet you do. I bet you do. But that's what I mean. That's how much people like take things out of context. I wasn't in Megan's live to have a conversation with Megan at that time. I was talking about some
Tatted Virgo, don't make comments about that. Okay? I made it clear multiple times that there's absolutely no reason to degrade or shame, drinking or no drinking, like we know. Do you understand? I have to mute you for that comment. Like, we're all grown. Do you understand? We're all adults. I get it, but keep the comments clean, please.
serious shit.
Right.
And it got completely turned around that I was just in there because I'm friends with Megan. And to me, that's just fucked up.
Well, is this right now? Is this you confessing this right now? Is this you confessing your love for me, Rutina?
Take it easy, Megan.
I'm gonna get you, and I'm gonna get smashed. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get you guys to confess your love. I'm gonna get you guys to confess your love for me.
Listen, if you could get if you need me to check shop you a nose ring, one of those magnetic ones, or something, as long as you could maybe work.
Yeah, just hanging out and kikiing, right?
Work on the nose ring, because we don't have bullhorns over here. Okay. Okay.
That's all I have.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
If you need, start an Amazon list with just that, and I'll send it to you.
Okay, sounds good. This is the beginning of a beautiful relationship here.
Oh fuck!
Full relationship here.
Oh fuck! Here goes the whole internet. the whole inner animal. OG text me. Is she done watching that? OG text me. Is she done watching that shit that she can come in here? Because I'm letting everybody in tonight. Everybody can have an opinion.
He was actually clipping something.
Oh,
Clipping something.
yeah. Okay. I didn't know. I knew I had sent her some stuff. But
Oh, she's blocked. Oh, Martina, could you mod me and I'll unblock her for you?
she's blocked on,
I'll unblock her for
she's
you.
blocked on this account?
Makes you wonder, Tech.
Oh, yeah. Mod Megan. That's a great idea.
I modded Smash last night.
Yeah. And Smash said, and Smash said, I've unmodded myself 8 times.
All of the internet is up in an uproar.
All of it. It wouldn't. All of it. It wouldn't even. It would not matter if you and I went into a fucking jumpy house for a few hours. Next thing you know, the whole. Hype that up.
Megan was a mod in this live. And I will say, and I want to clear it up, Smash never asked to be Megan's mod. Megan's doing it to, what's the word? Is facetious the right word? That's Megan's version of just poking and reaching. But Megan was definitely a mod in Retina's live last night.
Oh shit, I'm really a mod. Fuck. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Go.
fix it, because it's only. No, she ain't. No, she ain't. I don't know which account she's trying to get in on, Animal. Literally, I don't use this account, so I don't even know if Haley and Megan are probably my only mods right now.
Last night,
Probably
Ange.
my only mods right now. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't see OG's account.
OG, you always telling people you blocked. Knock it off. Knock it off. She said both accounts are, listen. If I have to fucking mod Animal, the whole internet's gonna fall apart.
I'm gonna clear that up one more time. Smash never asked to be Megan's mod. Megan keeps modding Smash to, like, take pokes. If you're asking me, there's only one good guaranteed way that that'll never happen. That's the blood. Purposely trying to make people mad at you, yeah. But again, Megan was definitely a mod in Retina's last night.
Or, oh, like I might have her blocked, like, prior.
Yeah, you might have to do it on
Bitch,
your
your
end.
boyfriend's account or your husband's account then. I know there's ways around this. I know. Give a patrol page. Come on in on that.
Facts, Ange.
She said, give a patrol page. A patrol page.
Well, don't act like I'm lying. It's probably on my side. It could be. I'm not gonna lie. It could be. I'm not gonna lie. Who's Chris Contrary? Wait, Chris. Let's not start confusing me.
She was saying last night as a joke that
My YouTube is in my bio, guys. I just saw somebody ask about it. My YouTube is in my bio. Facts, drama talk. Honest, it hurts a lot of people. You know, yeah, they're laughing and kikiing over there, but this doesn't feel like a laughing matter. It not only hurts a whole community of people, an entire race, it hurts so many. It's so insensitive, degrading, racist. It is all of those things. I don't give a fuck as YT women what they say. And honestly, I'm a YT woman too, like, but I still have morals and standards and a moral compass and shit that I just do not stand by. And this is one of them. I don't make any exceptions. And if you are any of those things, please get the fuck out of our space. It's not welcome here. It never will be. That's why I don't even interact with Megan at all. I do not give a fuck if it's the internet or not. There are things that I have limits on, and racism is one of the top ones. It always will be. It's not welcome. Not for views, not for clicks. B. Penny, I love that gift. That's a perfect gift. Not for view, nothing. Absolutely the fuck not. I don't ever need to be in Megan's to clear shit up. You will never see me in Megan's screenshotting or recording. For me personally, absolutely the fuck not. Nope. Say what the fuck you want about me over there. I've got my own platform to clear it up. And I'll do a damn good job when I do it. You know? Never. And Shua, I don't even know how to say your name. If that's so, right? If that's so, and it's this lie, I mean, we're going to hear what we're going to hear, right? I'm not going to take a comment and run with it. We're going to hear what we hear. We'll hear what we hear. Is that fair? Thank you, Jazzy. We'll hear what we hear. I'm playing this whole thing through. Okay?
Chris was a contrary page. Contrary page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was there ever a resolution last night to all the nonsense with contrary accounts?
I do not have an update, no.
As to
But
who owned what?
Yeah, I've been busy all day, so I don't know what's going on.
Megan, did you work?
Yeah.
How does that crazy when people get...
Hey, don't be attacking in the comments. Okay? Like I said, I'm going to play this live all the way through. We're going to hear what we hear. Don't attack in the comments. You can ask questions, but just be respectful to each other. That's all I ask. Keep emotional control, please.
It's so upset that you don't know what the fuck's going on because you're at work.
You know, and 8 hours is a long time in TikTok. Hours is a long time in TikTok.
It's like a year and a half. 8 hours, like 19,000. See? Probably. Listen, bitch, you were not blocked.
It's a new account.
Facts. Could somebody pin Smash's comment? This is not a drag fest. Okay? This isn't going to be a drag fest. It made me do the puzzle piece. It's not going to be a drag fest. Listen, I am not going to sit on the internet for days and continue to combat this. Thank you so much. I have been very clear on my stance. I have been very clear on how I handled my stance. If you were not here in the beginning, my stance was, Ratina is locked from here and she is no longer welcome. And that's it. I don't need to sit on the internet for days and drag her. It's not going to do any good. What good is that going to do? We're allowed to feel, we're allowed to have our emotions, we're allowed to express them, but you can do that and still keep it respectful. What you do outside of this chat, I cannot control. And I feel like that's fair. I feel like that's fair. I feel like that's fair. Yeah, some people are processing, and there's a lot of people in here that have not heard this live. So we need to be respectful. Because it is. It's emotional.
Hey, OG, guess who's a mod for Ratina? This bitch right here.
You know,
Problematic Megan. Problematic Megan.
You know what's gonna cause like the biggest uproar, and I already know this, is the fact that like I'm talking to UNOG and I said UNOG can have a box. Well, I said anybody can have a box actually tonight, right? But people are gonna be so mad intentionally intentionally.
Why are you guys reporting her mod?
I'm gonna address this question. Harmony said, so the problems y'all are having comes from this live, correct? No. The problem, I'm gonna speak for myself. This is my live and my platform. I'm gonna speak for myself. The problem I have is the statement that Retina made towards two black women, whether we like them or not. That's my problem. This just was extra, if that makes sense.
Like people are gonna be like people are gonna be like just up in an uproar that Retina intentionally went live with these women. Did you get out? I didn't kick her out. I didn't kick her out. But hi, OG. Spicy Bunny, if you are blocked on my other account, I really honestly have no idea. If you can message me on it and it shows you, I can unblock you, I guess. Oh, you dropped. I can unblock you, I guess. Oh, you dropped. Okay, I was like, I didn't drop you, bitch. Jocelyn, are you trying to back away slowly? Haley is like, I should have never taken this mod position tonight. I'm gonna get in trouble too. Okay. You're going down with me? If we go down together. Jocelyn, you know for a fact that the second I posted on my other account, I was going live, people were like, let me watch from the outside. Does that tell you if people are watching from the outside, or is that false? You know,
I know, Cindy.
You don't think Holly Mae is gonna like this? She might not. You said Megan was racist. Did you just join, or have you been?
I want to pause it there and say this before anybody goes too far in the chat. Also respect the fact that that's a friendship. I know she brings Holly up, but please respect the fact that that is a friendship that was outside of the app. Okay? So not too much on that. Holly is strong, and I don't know any details of how anything. I know Holly's strong, and I know that they will handle that. I have no commentary on that. But I know it hurts.
In here. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just asking. You just came across this live randomly and asked about Holly Mae? Okay.
Jazzy, let's go. Thank you.
Do you know what, Retina? That is a very good question. Could you please answer what is it? Love, life, always? Because I would really like to know what do you think about that?
About what, Holly?
No.
About what, Holly?
No, about whether I'm racist or not.
I think you have said some absolute fucked up shit on here. I think you've stood 10 toes down on some absolute fucked up shit. And if I say you can redeem yourself, the internet will fucking crucify me. But I do believe you have said some fucked up shit. I do, absolutely.
Do you believe I'm racist? Yes or no? Do you believe I'm racist? Yes or no?
I honestly don't.
Thank you.
And here, before everybody flips the fuck out, it's because I've actually watched Megan's content, and not her lives. I'm talking about her actual content of where she goes, where she goes, in what she participates in, and how open and free she is in that.
I said it earlier and I'm gonna say it again. Megan, you don't get to ask a YT woman if the horrible, rotten shit that you said was racist. Why are you asking a YT woman to confirm or deny whether or not you are racist? A YT woman who just days ago made a racist comment, and think that boastfully and so excitingly you're so happy that she said no. Let me explain to you how fucking irrelevant her opinion at this time actually is. And you, neither one of you at this point, get to decide for the black community whether or not what you said at 3 a.m., comparing the N-word to a fucking pronoun, saying that black children should be seen and not heard, is racist or not, coming from another YT woman. Diabolical as fuck. I am so disappointed. Somebody block Nelson out of here. Nelson, you weren't welcome before, you're definitely not fucking welcome now. I ain't hate bonding with your ass, and honestly, this shit ain't none of your fucking business. No. This is how we set examples. This is what emotional maturity looks like. I don't need to entertain you just because we're covering this topic. Okay? Because unlike you, we cared about her. So get the fuck out and don't ever come back. Ever. Work on your rapping skills. They suck. Vomit on his sweater already. Nelson's forgetting. Something like that. People are fucking weird. Good God.
It doesn't give me the vibes that she hates all the people around her. That she thinks the people around her are gross, or she wants to say something disgusting or racist back to the people around her. So, yeah, everybody can be super mad at me, but that is how I feel.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Regina. I do. I agree with you guys, right? I agree with you guys, right? I agree with you. And I've always said this. I said it. If I said it, I said it. It is what it is, right? I've never denied anything on this app. I've never came on here and said, no, I've never said that. If I said it, I said it. I always owned everything that I fucking said. I've always stood 10 toes on the things that I've said. And I mean the things that I say.
Nothing wrong with that, because there's people like me that are going to do the same exact thing. You might not like it, but I said it. That's how I feel.
Nelson. You're like them little cockroaches that we treat and they just keep coming back. If you got blocked and I asked you to get out of our space, why are you going to show up on another account thinking you're safe? Like, and it's crazy that you're never in here any other time, but it just so happens that Retina's a topic, and not even being dragged, by the way, okay? I'm spitting straight facts. It's just truth and facts, that's it. So you don't show up here any other fucking time, but you want to show up just because she's the topic? And you don't think that that's obsessive or weird, Nelson? Yeah, well, yeah. I guess if I was looking for clout because I had no numbers, I'd probably try to take drastic to, but honestly, I wouldn't, because it could never be me. You want numbers? Do it organically. Quit being lame. Talk about yourself for once. Try to be funny. Maybe a little bit healing. For $5.99 on Amazon, they got great wigs. Yeah, you could dress up as a DoorDasher and maybe do something with your day. Choose McDonald's. Bring me a fucking Happy Meal. Make sure it's apple slices and don't forget the kids. You know? And the toy too. But I don't want a girl toy, I want a boy toy. Can't you tell? I look like a boy. I look like a man, but I know that, you know? And so do you. I just get a tighter fade than you. It's fine. Find a new barber.
But people will always like Megan. You will always like Megan. You know it. People are going to crucify you forever. I am now going to be crucified for the next probably 3 months for what I just said. But the thing is if I take out of the context the shit that I didn't see 2, 3, whenever the fuck years ago it actually was,
Right.
and I pay attention to the now and not the lives, because everybody's lives can go sideways real quick. Everybody's lives can get fucked up real quick. So if you take the live out of that and you watch the actual person, there's a whole fucking different side to people. And our live, when you are being bombarded by trolls and other people, yeah, you're gonna have something to fucking say. But again, that's the person that I see when I actually watch your content.
Well, and that's fine, Jocelyn. You don't have to agree with me. I don't agree with me. I don't agree with me sometimes. Fuck. I've came on this fucking app and behaved in certain types of way and ended my life and went back and watched it and was like, holy fuck, Megan, I can't believe you just did that. Who the hell are you right now? Like, you don't have to agree with me, and I'm okay. Agree with me, and I'm okay with that, because I don't agree with a lot of people on this app. It doesn't mean that I'm going to label them as something that they're not, and I'm going.
Nobody just gave you a label, okay? This isn't like the other people who are just running around slapping P3DO labels and shit like that. You in your own words, okay? And then on top of everything I've already covered, there was another clip of you straight up telling a lie that your husband definitely uses the N-word. Ma'am, you are YT and live in the heart of a fucking trailer park. And it ain't fucking 8 Mile, bitch. And let me explain something to you. One of the top rappers from Detroit, Michigan, I love Detroit, Eminem, who grew up in a trailer on fucking 8 Mile, guess what word he does not use? But you mean to tell me that you're in the heart of whatever fucking state you're in, don't really care. Please don't say it in the chat even if you know. But you are in a predominantly white community in the middle of a fucking trailer park and think that it's okay for Jim Bob to run around saying the N-word. Have you ever asked his friend how that makes him fucking feel? Or if he knows his own history on why he would even feel as a black man that it would be okay for a YT man to call him that? Have you ever even asked? Let me know if I'm out of pocket. But I'm just saying. And I'm gonna say it again. I don't care if it's 2 black women that we don't get along with, okay? We don't not get along with them because of the color of their skin. It's just viewpoints and morale. Moral compass. Has nothing to do with the color of their skin, and what you said to them, Ratina, was wrong. And I will say it no matter who it is. What was said to Bree and Queenie is wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. What you said, Megan, and have stood all 10 this entire time, let's go, Tech, this entire time, was even more wrong. Because you not only included the black community, but you included children in it. Your friends have black children. Your friends. Who, for whatever reason, feel like they can't step away from you to have a place to feel seen and heard and want to belong because of damage they may have created, and they still choose to sit with you. And you still stand all 10 on what you fucking said. Would you step to a child's face and say what you said and double down on it? That's the big question. Because we can do a whole lot of ugly shit on the internet, can't we? But show up on this bitch and tell me that you would step to a beautiful black child and tell them that they are to be seen and not fucking heard. Go ahead. Diabolical. That is some of the saddest shit that I have ever heard in my whole entire fucking life. A child. Adults is bad enough. Children, y'all belong together. And you don't belong here. And you never fucking will. You stay over there.
Going to hate them and bash them and harass them and troll them and do all of that, right? Do all of that, right?
And I said this at the very, very beginning of my life. And I know more people are coming in, not a lot, but a few. Is not everybody's going to agree with what I have to say tonight. Not everybody's going to agree with the people I let in my box. And like I said, Chip, really? You gotta do this now? Anybody is welcome in this box. There will be no arguments tonight. There will be no bashing and degrading. But if conversations want to be had, because nobody can move forward unless there's actually conversations.
Can I ask what her response was to you messaging her? No. I'm not a get mad and tell your business ass bitch. But just know I handled it. And I was very transparent on how I feel and where I stand and what I accept and what I don't. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Well, and Martina, thank you for that, right? Because I feel, right, nobody has ever came to me and had a conversation with me, right? This is the first time that I am conversating with you about the situation. Everybody else just wants to watch clips and listen and believe all the other crazy nonsense. You guys are not free thinkers, right? You're being manipulated by someone telling you who someone else is without going to that person and talking to them about it.
And you're right. You and I have never actually, I'm standing. I don't know if you're sitting or laying on your back. Or whatever you're doing, or sitting in a computer chair, or starting your kitchen on fire. We have...
or all of the above.
Did you say starting my kitchen on fire? Stop it. Okay. You watch me. You're a fan.
Listen, clips and flying. But what I'm saying is no, we haven't actually had a conversation. And if people want stuff to stop, or people want to be understood and heard, then it needs to be a conversation. Not a back and forth screaming, belittling people. You You know what, Chip? I'm about to take that motherfucking boy right away from here.
Oh, we've been here before. I don't think Megan's saying that she doesn't stand on what she doesn't stand on what she says.
It's Retina, Megan, and OG in the box right now. The one talking right now is OG.
Which I'm pretty sure just a few seconds ago she literally said, I mean what I say and I say what I mean.
Actually, Megan said, Retina, you and I have never had this conversation. We've never spoke about it. I have seen Megan in live saying yep, and I've seen where it was actually me, right, following the people Megan was battling to go tell them she's racist.
Mm-hmm.
And what I was talking about a little bit ago is, right, when you're online and it's happening in the moment, you're gonna have very strong fucking opinions to say it loud. Like, if you are always fucking bombarded, no matter if you are trying to change your platform or do something or just have a good time, when you're always fucking bombarded by the same thing that you're not doing at the same time, it gets old as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
It does. It gets real old.
I guess that's hard for me to see or believe that Megan would be racist or homophobic or transphobic when, I have an adopted black child.
OG, Megan literally screamed at the top of her lungs, and I have played the clip so many damn times, that there is no they then. With her child in the background. You have a trans child! And Megan has screamed it from the rooftops that there is no they then. As a matter of fact, if somebody, because I know somebody in here has the clip, because I know somewhere in this mountain of Discord messages that I have, the clip definitely exists. Could you please send that to me? You have to make it make sense to me, because it's just really not. Or do we just get a pass because it's the internet? We don't have to have a moral compass when it comes to the internet? Because let me tell you, I like to think of myself as a pretty consistent stand-up person. And I don't give a shit whether it's the internet or not. There's never going to be a time that I need to show up and do anything that I need to click and a view for. It's going to be the truth. It's typically going to be your own words. And that's just all there is to it. So I don't understand, OG. I don't understand. Because she screamed it so loud. As a matter of fact, it was one of the times that I have seen Megan the most hype, was when she was yelling, "There is no they, them," and I stand on that. With her child in the background. It's clipped. I'll have it to you shortly, I'm sure. The audacity!
Black child. B, I have a trans child, and Megan is my real life friend. And when it came to trans, she was all about us educating her on shit she didn't know with my son. And she's never been disrespectful or acted funny around either one of my children. Nor have I ever, other than the clips from this app.
So what exactly would you have had to explain to her after she screamed she doesn't believe in they, them? To make her change her mind on that at her grown-ass fucking age, okay? That's like all the racist shit that people are still saying at their grown-ass age. And the history and the education has been around since I can remember. Okay? And I understand there are some things as YT people that we're not going to get perfectly right every time. But there are things that you make a conscious choice to let fly out of your mouth that tells people everything they need to know. There's always room for education. Always.
Heard her say anything, and then even then it's she didn't see it. That's the one thing that I am still to this day very confused about.
because you gotta remember, there's the people in the background saying, well, Megan said we.
Right.
We.
That's word semantics to me. That's a semantics game. I only have a hot second.
It exists in her household, and she doesn't correct it. And it's very evident. What more do you need? Remove the we out of it. I'll do you the favor. You want me to do you some fucking favors today? I'll do you that one. Remove the we out of it. Let's go back to the clip where she admits that her husband uses the N-word, okay? She's married to him, and they live in the same fucking house with a child, where the word is welcomed. So, would you like to rethink? Would you like to rethink that? On what she allows in her house without saying a fucking word? Or is that too much to think about? I grew up in a trailer too, but I'm not that fucking stupid. Get it together. And we didn't have power most of the time, and I ate lots of tortillas and butter. So don't try to talk to me about where I came from either. Because your trailer was nicer than mine. We didn't have a front porch.
I only have a hot second, so, no, I really do.
Yeah,
My
I'm gonna
sleep's been so
jump on
off.
this part. Yeah,
My
I'm gonna
sleep's been so
jump on
off.
this part. Thanks, Martina.
So I listened to parts of that clip, but I didn't know if you were waiting for me, so I found the clip, and I'm very confused. I've not heard much, if any, of Queen E and Bree and Cartel's shit show, right? I've just been asked quite a bit over the last week, like, hey, are you and Cartel friends still? And I'm like, yeah, as far as I know. And they're like, well, just so you know, she's been in a box all day long, talking mad shit. Which brought up, I'm like, wait a minute, she just got in my box. She just got in my box like within the last week or two to apologize to me for some fuck shit she did. During that live that we had Ratina with Haley's daughter, when you and Holly Mae were getting your guys' name cleared, remember? So sure enough, I went and looked because she had texted me randomly after that happened. And she's like, I know we haven't been talking. She's like, but I just let you know, Amanda K, I was scrolling and Amanda K and them are talking shit on you. And I sent her invite to my live. And she came in and actually, here, hold on, I'll play it. This is the conversation we can have off the app because I have enough respect for you to do that.
Yeah, that's fine. Also, yeah, because I have to have a lot going on too. I haven't really been on the app. I just don't want no bad with nobody. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I took the opportunity to come up here and say that to you. But we can absolutely talk off the app. Not a problem.
I fast forwarded a little too far. Do you guys want to hear that call, or do you want me to push forward? Because I can back it up. It's up to you guys. Forward. Irrelevant? Okay.
Yeah, no, okay. All right, I'm gonna hop down and I'll listen for a little while if you don't mind.
No, you're good, girl.
Okay, all right, later.
So, that was not Cartel in this live. It was OG playing an old clip of some sort. I just want that to be clear. That was not Cartel in this live with these ladies. It was a clip that OG had on her phone she was playing. Okay?
So that was literally the last conversation we had before all this shit started. And that was just on the Megan, are you still in here? Was it the 10th or the 14th?
happen to clip Bald Headed's part?
Did I happen to clip what?
The part in Bald Headed's live where she was talking about you?
No, I didn't get all through those clips because, like I said, I didn't know if you were waiting for me in here. So, I was actually on the phone with Megan, and I said, let me go ahead and screen record this part of the live real quick, and then go jump over to Martina's. So I have to finish watching. I'm almost done with the first clip.
She always does, Philly.
I'm kind of confused and or lost. I'm assuming something happened with somebody. Right about the time I stopped it kind of sounded like something happened with you.
Yes.
Okay.
I called Bree and Queenie black bitches. That's what everybody's in uproar about.
So,
That's what everybody's in an uproar about? That's what everybody's in an uproar about. Man, that not only affects my friends, but my family as well. And I'm gonna keep saying it. I don't give a fuck if we don't see eye to eye with Queenie or Bree. It's not ever okay for you to say, ever, you're a YT woman. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. Okay? Racism does not come into play with if you can't beat them, you join them. I don't care what they were saying about you. They have also said a lot of horrible shit about me. A few times. And you know what I didn't do? Respond with racism. That's lack of humanity. It's lack of respect. It's lack of emotional and mental intelligence. Okay? And it didn't slip. You made a fucking choice. We're too old for this shit. We're too old for this shit. You're not just degrading them when you say it. You are degrading people in our community that sit and support. I don't know why this is what they're in an uproar about. No. Because unfortunately, what you're failing to understand is it's much deeper than that. And it's always going to be much deeper than that. You would know because you had an opinion on all the horrible, rotten shit that Megan said. But now, all of a sudden, what was it you said? You don't feel like she's racist. One of the top people that wanted to preach to everybody about what hate bonding was. Fuck, I'm so disappointed.
I called them that. Yep, that I did. Sure did.
so it's okay for Queen E to tell me, a white woman, to go eat out of dog food bowls. And
It
it's
is.
okay for that.
If you're, and listen, I don't even know, because I'm going to be honest, I haven't got this far. It is. If you're about to compare it to whether or not what you should come back with should be racist or not, it is okay for her to say that to you. If you remove the other topic from it and you guys are just internet bantering, no, it's not okay for her to say. Naturally. It's mean, it's rotten, it's of course not. But you cannot, as a YT woman, use that as an excuse to clap back with racism.
It's okay for them to say, one of their friends to say that white
Please
people
double tap.
don't belong here, Latino people don't belong here.
You did hear that part.
Yeah, we heard that.
We don't belong here, and that we have canine or dog, canine or dog,
Yep.
dogs.
Yep.
Okay. And the craziest part is that's not even the worst.
The craziest part is let them. That's the fucking craziest part. Let them. Let them. Because that has nothing to do with the color of their skin. Let them. Just like I let them say a bunch of rotten shit about me. Queenie was just making fun of the fact that I look like a boy a week ago. Let them. Let them. Neither one of them feed, fuck, or finance me. Let them. And if you are in a headspace where you can't figure out how to let them, then that means that you have healing to do. And that also has nothing to do with the internet. That has everything to do with what you need to handle in your real life so that you don't make nasty decisions on the internet. I hope that makes sense.
Just part of what was said in the last 3 days. Of what was said in the last 3 days.
Really?
No. It was the people are mistakes. We shouldn't be here.
Yep, we heard that part too. Yep, we heard that part too. Yep.
Both things been wrong. I'm not saying what I said was right. Absolutely not.
So you want to pinpoint how they said we shouldn't be here, right? We shouldn't be here. You do realize that Megan was just in a box clapping about another YT woman, saying that another YT woman should just go ahead and not be here anymore. Clapping with a big old smile on her face. So answer me something. If you remove the color of their skin, then what makes you not be hypocritical right now? She was clapping. Megan was clapping. And I don't care who said it. It's irrelevant who said it.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that, but I'm guess what? I'm not retracting what the fuck I said after the 3 days of what the fuck those two did. So everybody be mad or not, it's okay. I'm not even talking about Tasha in this situation, even though that's where the dog DNA and white people are mistakes and shouldn't be here came from. Not even mad at that. I'm mad of the 3 days of the other shit.
Actually, we've been here before.
Tasha said it, yeah. At the end of the day, it's irrelevant who said it. I appreciate you clearing that up. But she's literally had Megan in her box 3 times in the last 15 minutes, who clapped for the same thing. So why are we gonna pick out the black women and use their skin color as an excuse for a clapback on a comment that was extremely and highly inappropriate and offensive? If that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense. I'm trying to do my best. I'm so disappointed and sad. I'm a lot of things. And I know that there are a ton of people, because this changes a lot of things. On top of the fact that people struggle with change as it is. But you hurt people in our community. That sit in our spaces and support us. That deserve respect, no matter what the color of their skin is. Like,
For Queenie is the one that directly told me to go eat from a dog bowl. and has also said, I smell like a wet dog. Now, I don't know what race you are, nor do I care. However, what I do know is a lot of people know that has always been, I'm 44 years old, and that has always been something that Black people say towards white people. And then after hearing, what's her name, Trish or Tosh or,
Tasha?
Huh?
Tasha?
Yeah. After hearing what she said about the dog DNA, then it like completely clicked with me. That night.
I'm just saying, before everybody gets just in just a crazy uproar of what I said, that fucking long enough, okay? I don't speak like that. That's not my normal content. That's not my normal vocabulary. Nothing. But if you heard the things for 3 days, and I'm not talking like an hour live here and there. I'm talking 10-hour fucking lives for 3 days about me. 3 days about me. If you want to be mad at me, that's okay. But I'm going to stand on what the fuck I said. Because it's crazy how everything that they say has to start with the word white. Or YT. At some point, you got to be responsible for what the fuck you said.
And everything anymore is a microaggression. That night that I and Holly Mae and I have had a conversation about this since then. That night that Queenie and I were getting into it, and I said the word happy with an N. Never in 44 years have I ever heard that was a racial term. Never.
Violet, yep, I'm pissing everybody off tonight. So yes, she is. Hold on, let me answer. Hold on, let me scroll up. Where was this? We've been here for. My question is, so Bree didn't say it, so I call her it. Did you hear that for 3 days what Bree said about me?
Like I said, I don't give a fuck what she said about you. You could have matched it with the same shit. I don't fuck with Bree. And I don't fuck with Queenie. You could have matched it with the same shit. You could have left all that other shit out. You didn't make a mistake, you made a choice. You made the choice, and I know that because, as I said, I had just shown the screenshot of OG saying the same shit in Holly Mae's panel. And Unknown had me put it back up so that everybody could read it out loud. And you were there. And you said the same fucking thing. You made a choice. And you don't give a fuck who it hurts. It's crazy.
For the last 3 days. I'm just all what Bree said for 3 days.
Well, Rosina, if it makes you racist and
Bree and Queenie, listen. For the next however long you want to, you can call me whatever the fuck you want to. And I'm still not gonna come back with some racist shit. The color of your skin has nothing to do with the fact that we just don't see eye to eye on things. We don't align with each other's moral compass. We don't agree on certain topics. We don't see things the way each other sees things. Point blank period. But I don't give a fuck what you call me. Call me whatever you want.
Piece of shit for calling them black bitches, then I am also apparently a racist and a piece of shit because I too called them black bitches.
And you did. And I'll agree with everything you just said. What does the color of their skin have to do with it?
And I stand on what the fuck I said. I stand on what the fuck I said. And I'm a tad confused, and there's 94 people in here, so I welcome opinions or thoughts. If you're a black person, a white person, a tan, a purple, a pink, and I call you a bitch, and I call you a purple bitch, or a white bitch, or whatever,
But my boxes are open to absolutely anybody as long as there are plain or screaming arguments. Violet, do you want to be a mod?
Hell yeah.
I'm just saying.
It's a whole problematic mod squad. And that's the thing, Mitch. I'm sorry, not sorry, but I feel like when they
Hazel, this was last night.
don't have an argument or they don't have a leg to stand on with something, it automatically turns to something racist or racial.
These bitches are gonna piss me off. You turned it to that. You let the racial comments and statements come out of your fucking mouth. They didn't turn it into that. You did. I'm not saying what they said was right. Okay? But we've seen the internet banter for how long? How long have we been doing this internet banter shit? There was nothing to warrant you calling them that. They didn't turn it into that. You two did. And then you co-signed Megan. Of all fucking people, you co-signed Megan.
Sorry, Violet, you don't follow me. I can't make you mod. No, and that's the thing. And here's the semantics of it all. If you go back and actually watch Smashes Live, or the parts that I tell you to watch on Baldhead's page, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the semantics of, Bree says, I didn't say that. Well, I didn't say that. Just like when she tried to throw Unknown under the bus, right? She didn't say none of it. She sure didn't shut the fuck any of it down. She just sat there. She just sat there like that man speaking to me that way in her box.
Still doesn't warrant you to call her that. Even worse, you're saying it was somebody else, and you still called them that. Now, granted, I know for a fact that they said some foul shit. I do. I know they did.
She just sat there and yeah, when Tasha Mack did say that, she did cover her mouth and was like, whoa, it might be too far. Didn't shut the shit down.
No, and that's exactly what I said in Megan's live that night. Exactly what I said when we rewatched that part with you. Hold on a minute. We've been here before. It said, so now it's coming off as mocking because there's no purple people. You know what? I am not responsible for your triggers. Okay? I'm not responsible to make sure I sugarcoat and pad shit to make you feel better. And I don't know who you are behind that account, but I'll tell you this. It is people like you that keeps this racial shit going, that keeps this prejudicial shit going, that keeps this prejudice shit going. Just as much as black people say that they're tired, white people are tired too.
I'm gonna need you to go read the fucking history. Just go read some history. I really need you to look into oppression and what that meant for them. and what they still go through till this day. I know that because I see my family go through it. I see my friends go through it. I hear what people go through. We see what they go through. You don't have to worry about your life when you get into a car to go to the fucking grocery store. I could go on and on with that. But I myself don't even want to overstep. I'm just saying. You guys have a lot of nerve saying what you say. You have a lot of fucking nerve. A lot of nerve.
I'm not triggered either. Not at all. But have you ever Googled, like, what is a microaggression? And all 96 people in here, if you have never Googled the definition of microaggression, please do so.
You're encouraging them to do something that you've never clearly even fucking done? You're encouraging them with your whole chest to do something that clearly you've never fucking done. I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah, because there was a point where apparently if you say hey girl or that girl, that's also a microaggression now. Hey girl, no, microaggression. No, microaggression.
So I have been told now that
Where's the lady I was talking about? Free one.
Free
She's
one?
here. Free one.
Free
She's
one?
here. Yeah, that's what I was asking about earlier.
what about her? She's good people.
Yeah. Yeah, that description was wrong. I actually definitely heard the part, I believe it was Smash's Live, where I believe, I might be right. Bree, what's her name? Who was the other woman in your box? Bree, Tasha, and the one of them explained it. Okay? And the way they explained it is not the way that you're portraying it. Rissa was the other one. How you just said that is not the way that it was explained. It was explained. Sometimes we just have to pay attention. It was, okay, Rissa explained it. Your version of what that means is incorrect. I encourage you both to go back and watch the live. Thanks.
So if you Google microaggression, a microaggression can literally be anything you say to the opposite race that they don't like. So if you say I'm Hispanic and Retina's white, and I say to Retina, she gets a job at McDonald's, and I say to Retina, oh my God, how did you get a job at McDonald's? And she takes McDonald's, and she takes it the wrong way, as if I'm questioning, like, how the fuck did you get a job at McDonald's? That can be considered a microaggression.
Well, I have a goddamn culinary arts degree, a bachelor's from the Cordon Bleu. So that's maybe how I got a job at McDonald's if I had one.
Well, I'm gonna need you to come cook, because I'm getting tired of cooking 7 days, 365. But it is.
I have a question.
Huh?
Can you just pause for 1 second, because I don't want you involved. Violet, have you just recently been okay with me? Oh, I'll send you some rhubarb pie recipe. I have rhubarb in my freezer right now.
Man, I remember being a kid and going and picking rhubarb and eating it raw. That shit was so good.
Giant patch of it. I use videos of it. I love rhubarb. Rhubarb crisp is my favorite thing. Violet.
she might, so she puts her earpods in a lot, and she'll be doing stuff, so I'm gonna take her when I get back to her phone to respond.
The rest of it, DM. But I'm just curious. Have you recently been okay with me, or are you just here?
I know the answer to that, because I can tell you what Violet and I talked about with you and Holly Mae just a couple weeks ago, actually. But I'm gonna let her answer, and then
Yeah, I'm okay, Tech. It's just really fucking disappointing. Like, it's disappointing. It's a lot of things. It's harmful. It's racist. It's so many things. It's so many things. And it affects a lot of people. But the people it affects the most is the black community. And this shit is not necessary. It's degrading. It's a lot of things. And I honestly, I feel like, even as a YT person, like, I'm partially overstepping, but I have to let people know, like, where I stand. And that this is not okay. And if you think it's okay, I don't want you around me. I don't want you in my room. I don't want you in our space. I don't. It's not welcome. And I'll repeat it again. I 110% told Ratina that if she would have said that to my sister-in-law, to my niece, to my nephews, in the same room, I would have rocked her shit on the spot. And not just them, anyone. And then I blocked her. That's it. I'm not going to drag her for days. I'm not going to talk about her personal business. I'm not going to expose DMs and talk about that. I'm not here to do all that. I'm just here to let you know that I don't stand by this shit. It's diabolical. You'll never see me in their spaces. You already haven't seen me in Megan's spaces. I stood all 10. I never made an excuse. I don't need to go into her shit and clear nothing up. She ain't coming into mine to clear nothing up. Bitch, you got your own platform. You want to run your dirty mouth over there? Do it. I don't give a fuck. But you ain't welcome where I'm at. And you definitely aren't going to come here and make my community and my friends and my people feel unsafe. Okay? And after this, let me make this so clear. After this, I am going to feel 110% some type of way on who I see over there interacting. Like, this shit didn't just happen. 110%. That's me being transparent. And I'll do what I need to. I'll do what I need to. But I hope that this is enough to be eye-opening for people. Whether you like Bree and Queenie or not. It has nothing to do with our beef with them, whether we see eye to eye, whether we have the same moral compass. It has nothing to do with that. They made this 110% about skin color. Not over here, baby. Not over here. You're not welcome. If you disagree with that, please leave and block me. And don't come around. I'm begging you.
And then I'll tell you what she said to me.
Because I know there has been a lot said about me.
So I'm gonna tell you exact conversation with Violet. Violet and I had a conversation one day, and you and Holly Mae got brought up. And I said, I have never truly had a problem with Ratina or Holly Mae at all. I said I talked to both of them off the app about different things. And her exact response back to me was, I don't have any type of problem with Ratina or Holly Mae. And I think on this app, people literally try to push for people to have issues with each other,
Yeah, that's true. I know that.
I'm good.
Violet would know. Why are you explaining? Violet should know out of all of them. Violet, why are you so Violet? Violet would know. Violet tried to run a narrative on me. about an opinion that wasn't even mine. But anyway.
Good, Freeland. How are you? Hey, Izzy.
Fuck.
Hey, Izzy.
I just am waiting for her. I am waiting for her, I guess, to answer because she's talked a lot.
You said may I come up in a few? Regina.
Gail Henry.
No, Violet is asking if she can come up in a few. I agree, Jocelyn. Absolutely agree.
You're talking about last night and that?
No, right now. It just came in. No, right now. It just came in just a second ago. Oh, yeah, in that clip you sent me. Yep.
No, I don't know if Bree deleted it from her end, but Free One's comment was a comment posted to my post, playing that video that was created showing the things that Tasha had said. So once I became aware that Bree had posted it as a post, so I didn't even see a green screen video or live, then that's when I went in today and I removed it in hopes that it would get some heat off, because if people aren't listening to that audio, then they're not understanding the context. In that audio, it says something about how the YT people are upset because, and as Tasha says it, because so that's the only reason I'm using that verbiage right now, because we aren't cleaning your house, because we aren't cooking your dinner, because we aren't picking your cotton and decorating your homes anymore. So when Free One responded to cotton, it was in regards to Tasha's comment on the audio. So people don't listen to that. Yeah, so if they aren't listening to the audio, then just that comment is horrible. And without the context, they're not seeing what she was saying.
That's what pissed me off because I wanted to know if it was playing in the background. If anybody
It was that entire video.
PPO, are you in here? PPO, if you're in here, based off of that clip, do you feel like Retina is justified in what she said? And I know you didn't say that. I know that you're talking about the clip of all the things that they said. What my question is based off of the clip you posted, do you feel like Retina had justification for what she said? We can't go with it seems like. She's just talking about a clip right now. And it's not, it's a yes or a no. That's it. It's very simple. It's a yes or a no. Yeah, PPO. So I'm in the part of the live. I'm just going to ask you a yes or no question. You can answer it in the chat. You're describing the clip of what Tasha and them had said to Retina. And I'm going to ask you, do you feel like what they said to Retina justified her to say what she said?
video is posted.
I have removed all of my shit. But if somebody can play the video where Tasha Mack is in like this green military dress,
The one that I got it. You want me to do it?
can you please play it?
Yes. 1 second.
Absolutely, everyone. I'll always stand up for what I think is right.
Before she plays
What I think is right.
before she plays it, I want you to know. Okay, if this is true, Free One commented on it. Right? The video, the context, the sound, but that was removed
To try to take the heat off of her son.
to make her look like a piece of shit for saying something like that. So I need you to understand what was said and what she was responding to.
In response to that comment, I believe they're talking about the comment from Free One on a post. They're not talking about what Retina said right now. They're talking about a comment that was made on a post of shit that Tasha and them were talking about. She's not saying that about Retina. I just wanted to clear that up.
Because this is also this is the crazy part. This is the crazy part. If you guys weren't alive, if you weren't awake in Smash's live, Tasha's friend came up in the box. Tasha doesn't want to fight anymore. She wants this to be done. Melody, trash compactor. I know you were in there, right? Did she not say she doesn't want to fight anymore? She wants this to be done. X, Y, and Z.
I was very confused. Of the little bit that I heard. She had a very different tone in Smashley's live than she has in this clip I'm about to play. This clip I'm about to play all over.
Okay, so trash compactor can say yes. Tasha says she wanted to be done with it. Okay, please play the clip. Sensitive, I haven't talked about Queenie in months. So start over.
And I don't buy that shit. And I don't buy that shit because I don't hardly ever talk about her, and she won't shut the fuck up about me.
They were off the app for months. Nobody spoke about them.
And I have a question, Retina. Why, because you're talking about Smash's live last night, why were you not in there in a box? Why did you leave that to Smash? You said it in her platform. And then you watched from the bushes? You show up any other fucking time. Why were you nowhere to be fucking found watching from the bushes? Watching Smash sit there and Malibu sit there and have these conversations and discussions, and you were nowhere to be found. When you are the whole reason the conversations were happening in the first place. And now making like subliminal posts about matching energy when you left your friends, people that you called friends, to sit and deal with and have the conversations. After you did that on Smash's platform, diarrhea of the mouth. But you were just nowhere to be found last night, except from the bushes. Okay? This is me not dragging you. These are genuine questions. These are the same kind of genuine questions and statements that you make regularly. You called these people your friend. You said that shit with Miss Unknown in the box. Your friend. And then you made subliminal statements about her being your tokenized friend. This isn't just the app being in an uproar. It's much deeper than that, I can promise you that. Like, what the fuck?
But that's fine. You can derail. Just let her play this clip.
Okay, just 1 second. It's sending over to my other device. Okay, here we go.
And Haley, you're in here. Haley, I'm gonna ask you in the chat just like I did PPO. Okay. Do you think that there is justification for Ratina saying what she said? And at this point, OG saying what she said because OG has said the same exact thing. Haley, I know you're in here. And you were a mod. You were a mod over there, okay? I'm not holding the mod thing against you at this point. I want to know, okay, based off of your comments in that live, if you feel like what she said is justified. Haley, I struggle with that because you sat in that chat and co-signed it last night. And I don't like that. I don't like that lack of transparency. So respectfully, you're blocked. You're out. Thank you for the populars, but I don't give a fuck about the money. Nope. And I was transparent a little bit ago. I'm gonna be transparent again. I will walk through hell to protect this space from that shit. So don't think that you're gonna sit over here and be one way and go sit over there and be a whole nother and not address the bigger topic at hand, which is not what they said to her, but what she said to them as a YT woman. It's deeper than just beef. If you know, you know. We're too old for this shit. And I'm watching.
Okay, here we go.
Because I don't give a fuck about hurting a white bitch feelings. Especially a white bitch.
Oh, hold on. Everybody needs to power tap through this because when I played this in Megan's the other day, we both got a banana.
I might want to fast forward through this. I believe this is some of the stuff that Tasha said to her. And like I said, at this point, that's fucking irrelevant. It doesn't warrant the response. Point blank. Period. I don't give a fuck what they've said a lot of nasty shit about me too, respectfully. But I never had to clap back with what you clapped back with, respectfully.
Now I said it. What the fuck you gonna do about it?
It was
So hit why I said
no, and I wouldn't mind doing it publicly because I have no secrets. Wouldn't mind doing it publicly because I have no secrets. But out of respect for Ratina and what we're focusing on.
Yeah, no, I just don't want you to think that like I was guilty. No, not you. I try to make it even.
Oh, I would never question that. But thank you. Oh, I would never question that. But thank you.
This is what really fucking bothers me, is the fact that
Any other race thinks they cannot be racist. Only white people can be racist. People can be racist.
Which is
I'm sorry, but that pisses me the fuck off.
Well, and you know, I've always felt that way, and I'll give credit where credit's due. I'll give credit where credit's due. There was a point where when Tasha first came over to Unknowns, the first time that I had seen her on this side where we sit versus Messy Talk, she asked Unknown to come and support her for a live she had coming up that day, and she informed or directed Unknown to make sure that Unknown told her white tea people how we had better conduct ourselves when we got over there, whatever that meant. So it's I hope that everyone can see, and I'm sure that if you go back and you find those lives, I mean, they've got to be posted on YouTube, because everything is, then even if you play them, you're going to see that the bad parts aren't what was clipped. It was the imperative parts to the entire conversation, to the lives. It wasn't where she said something and then the sentence was cut in half. And I know that because I was in those lives. But okay, so what I was saying, I'm sorry, the audience is long, we're off. So she said something at one point about that other races can be, or that black people can be prejudiced but not racist. And I too was confused because I'm like, I felt like, or my lack of knowledge said that any hatred towards another race was such. And then as I looked into the difference between prejudice and racism, it's for those that have been oppressed. And due to that, I said, well, that's fair. I can see that perspective. Therefore, I changed my verbiage. But everything from that point has been white tea people, not racist people, white tea people. And that's not okay. That to me, my perspective, my words, no one else's, that is just as wrong as racism in my book. Hold people accountable for their actions, not for their race. So I'll go back on mute. Free one, I hope that this explains what your comment was in reference to. I left it there up till today because I knew what you meant. And then once I saw that it was starting to get out of control because people were.
bitch, I'm very much so pro-black.
Kellogg cereal.
So hit why I said white tea. I can not agree with Unknown and you and Bree and even Queen. But what we do, we don't have to want to back it because that ain't none of your money. Your money.
And that was it. PPO, it says I can't send you gifts. It says I just do gifts. It says I just try to send you gifts after Ratina, and it says I can't because I'm blocked by the live creator.
Yes, we can talk about that privately.
Oh. Well, when they said live creator, I thought they meant Ratina. I'm like, how the hell am I?
No, and I wouldn't mind doing it publicly because I have no secrets. But out of respect for Ratina and what we're focusing on.
Yeah, no, I just don't want you to think that like I was guilty. No, not you. I try to make it even.
Oh, I would never question that. But thank you.
This is what really fucking bothers me, is the fact that
Any other race thinks they cannot be racist. Only white people can be racist. People can be racist.
Which is
I'm sorry, but that pisses me the fuck off.
Well, and you know, I've always felt that way, and I'll give credit where credit's due. There was a point where when Tasha first came over to Unknowns, the first time that I had seen her on this side where we sit versus Messy Talk, she asked Unknown to come and support her for a live she had coming up that day, and she informed or directed Unknown to make sure that Unknown told her white tea people how we had better conduct ourselves when we got over there, whatever that meant. It's I hope that everyone can see, and I'm sure that if you go back and you find those lives, I mean, they've got to be posted on YouTube, because everything is, then even if you play them, you're going to see that the bad parts aren't what was clipped. It was the imperative parts to the entire conversation, to the lives. It wasn't where she said something and then the sentence was cut in half. And I know that because I was in those lives. But okay, so what I was saying,
PPO, I'm confused as to why what they had to say overrode what Ratina had to say. And that's just the facts. What Ratina said to black women was overrode to have a discussion about what they had said to her, which she felt entitled her to call them that. And that's just the facts. That's just the facts. I understand PPO, but what I'm trying to say to you is, why was the discussion had about what they said going on before it was addressed with Ratina, what she said? Because that is above all at that point. That is above all. What they said is literally irrelevant. What they said is literally irrelevant to what her response was. And what she said should have trumped that conversation. I felt like what was evolving was her saying she was angry but didn't truly feel that way. She said what she said. She said what she said. We're too old for this shit. And I'm being transparent. I did unmod you. We are too old. She knows exactly what the fuck she said. It's Ratina. She knew exactly what the fuck she said. Regardless of whether her next live was going to be accountability and apology, that should have been addressed before what those women said was addressed. Ratina is a YT woman. We are YT. And yes, we have to say YT because TikTok doesn't like the other. The conversation of Ratina saying what she said should have came before anything that those women had to say. Because let me reiterate it one more time. Those women have said shit about me. Bree was calling me racist months ago. She then did come over and apologize. I will give her that. But they had a whole panel with a whole lot to say about me. And then continued it up through a week ago. I posted some of the clips and called Queenie saying I look like a man. Let them. You know what I did? I made the choice, naturally, with no question, to let them. Because no matter what they have to say about me, nothing that I would respond with should include the color of their skin. Ratina should have been the first to be addressed. And I will unalive on that hill. I'm going to leave that alone for right now. I need to leave that alone for right now. But I'm just, to be transparent with you, you are unmodded. I'm hurt by that.
I'm sorry, the audience is long. We're off. So she said
She should have been addressed first.
That other races can be, or that black people can be prejudiced but not racist. And I too was confused because I'm like, I felt like, or my lack of knowledge said that any hatred towards another race was such. And then as I looked into the difference between prejudice and racism, it's for those that have been oppressed. And due to that, I said, well, that's fair. I can see that perspective. Therefore, I changed my verbiage. But everything from that point has been white people, not racist people, white people. And that's not okay. That to me, my perspective, my words, no one else's, that is just as wrong as racism in my book. Hold people accountable for their actions, not for their race.
But that would include not clapping back with their race. We can hold people accountable all day. But like you just said, it should have nothing to do with their race. And I understand, like, this is frustrating, it's disappointing, it came out of nowhere, I get that. But your you guys haven't seen me since all this shit blew up. Can we agree? Can we agree that we haven't seen me? Do you know why? First of all, it's okay to take a step back, okay? But when you need to tie into your moral compass and really think about how you need to present something and speak on something, it's necessary. All this panicking and not thinking about what should come first, what is important, what do we prioritize? For me, that was Retina's statement. And it makes me sad that it wasn't for anybody else. Or I shouldn't say that, because it was for a lot of people, actually. But for the ones that didn't, that makes me sad. This is why they have some of the viewpoints that they have, respectfully. And we have to give that to them. Because this is fucking crazy. And I'm saying that as a YT woman.
So I'll go back on mute. Free one, I hope that this explains what your comment was in reference to. I left it there up till today because I knew what you meant. And then once I saw that it was starting to get out of control because people weren't listening and were playing the clip, that was best where I just take it down. And hopefully just save you heat from that point. You're welcome.
I just think it's very odd that the clip we just listened to versus how she was talking in Smash Leaves Live last night. Big change. Yep.
Well, and I'm not opposed to people saying, Retina, what you said isn't okay. Because right is right and wrong is wrong. However, that's not okay. Everything from the last 3, 4, 5, 2 weeks needs to be held to the same standard.
No.
It should be even.
No. 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 No, 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 no. No. Absolutely the fuck not. They are not even. They are not the fucking same. They're two totally different things. PPO, I can't be the one to help you understand. I can't be the one to do that. I need you to talk to somebody who this is directly affects. Does it directly affect me in ways? Yes. But I am not a black woman or a black man. And that is who you need to hear the pain from, the experience. I don't share the same experience as them. And neither do you, and neither does anybody else in this chat with YT Skin. We don't have that same experience. And it is alarming to me that if you watch what goes on in the world, that you wouldn't understand, yet that we don't share that experience. I am not saying what they said to or about people that have YT skin is right, but these are two totally different things. Two totally different things. And you can't get that education from me. I can advocate the best that I can, but I also don't ever want to overstep because I do not share that experience. I don't. I don't. You have to let them educate you properly. And I'm not even going to say what that means to them. Because again, I don't share that experience. Which is why what Ratina said is wrong as fuck. Which is why what Megan said is wrong as fuck. Which is why the comments that OG has made is wrong as fuck. And PPO, respectfully, I understand you're asking for education. But you in that box saying what you said is wrong as fuck. And I get it. You're asking for education, which is respectable. But we need to normalize getting that before we do things like this. And I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. This shit's breaking my heart. Like, truly. And I think the worst part is how I feel, and I don't share their experience. So how the fuck do you think they feel? Every fucking day. Every fucking day. And it is our responsibility, whether it be our friends or not. We have to say something. You can't just not. Because that's where they come up with you're compliant, even if you don't feel you are or you're not. This is fucking heartbreaking. This is truly heartbreaking. But I have to step up and say, I can share my own knowledge, but I am not going to, I can't educate you. You, based off of it, you need to get education from the experience. Go find yourself a black queen, black king. Have the conversations. Ask the questions. You have to. But we need to normalize doing that before we do this. Because this is heartbreaking. And I feel like this is part of the shit that they scream. They try to scream to us And people just don't fucking want to get it. Or when they do get it, it's too fucking late. And how horrible. How horrible. And then you have the ones that get the education and they still do the shit. Some of them come back 10 times worse. But we don't even bother to try to put ourselves in their shoes. We just join panels and or we host lives with people that have done the same behavior. Whatever the fuck this live, what, hate bonding? Fuck if I know. I'm not here to label it, but it is what it is. I don't know.
It should be even. Everyone should be held accountable for the things that they said. And it has been one hateful attack after another to Regina. That's just not fair based on my perspective. Again, my words, no one else's.
Ruined everything from my lips, to my hair, to my looks, to my house, to my child, my house, to my child, to absolutely everything about me.
Everything.
If you can't beat them, join them should never include racism. Let them. Emotional intelligence and moral compass tells us as adults that we have choices. And one of those choices can definitely be to ignore. How many fucking times have I said in the last week, I'm not entertaining them. They can say whatever they want to me and about me. I won't entertain it. I know that we don't align. We don't think about things the same way, or there's been dishonesty. Okay. Again, that had nothing to do with the color of their skin. But I don't need to entertain the argument. I don't need to entertain the argument. Normalize that. Not every action deserves a reaction. And if you give one, make sure you leave out the racism.
And you're mad? And you're mad that I finally responded the way you wanted me to.
Well, and something else that I heard today, because I missed a lot last week. I was out of town for work. So I tried to catch up on some of the clips today while I was doing chores. For those that have ever defended Ratina's case a decade ago, if you defended it, I find it very tacky that now you'll use that as ammunition. You can't be okay with it. You can't be okay with it when you're cool, and then not be okay with it because you're foes.
So mine was opposite with Retina PPO. I never used her situation like to try to hurt her. I never laughed at it, but I did say.
I don't know. There's no username with this comment. It says, so is there an issue with black women here? Are you referring to like here in this community? Because if you're referring to like here in this community, no. They're always welcome here. And they will always be respected here. If accountability is needed, I can fucking promise you that it's gonna have nothing to do with the color of their skin. And that'll never even be brought up.
sit around people that use it, and I should have spoke up.
Listen, I swear to God, to this day, at this point, if you are trying to use my crime from 2015 against me, to me, you're a fucking joke.
I mean, at least get something new to talk about. But, and OG, I haven't even been present for when you sat in a live where something was said that I can recall. So it wouldn't be fair for me to direct that towards you. But my point is that you couldn't have been okay with it 6 months. That you couldn't have been okay with it 6 months ago when you were buddies, and now you're not buddies, so you want to spread it and use it against her. You either were okay with it or you're not.
Well,
You're not.
Well, and honestly, Kiko, that goes for a lot of shit on this app. Look at 50 shipments, all of them had no problem. All of them had no problem sitting with me, getting what they could or what they needed.
Mm-hmm.
But then, as soon as I was no longer a benefit to them, and they got what they wanted, it was like a dagger right in the back.
Yeah, and I just,
Amen.
it disturbs me.
Amen.
It disturbs me how disposable friends are on here.
Mm-hmm.
It's made me reevaluate how easily I will be fond of someone, because I don't keep just.
Listen, some people's actions, and I'm gonna speak for myself here, but some of the shit that people do is an instant disposal for me. And I don't even fucking take a single look back. And I'm firm on that. I don't give a fuck. Period. I don't need to hold on to fucking anything, and none of you should either, that does not align with your moral compass. And don't ever feel guilty about that shit. Because this is the mess it's gonna bring. You don't owe anybody anything that's not gonna stand with basic humanity and a healthy moral compass. And stand on the right side of shit. It's simple. It seems hard, but it's very, very simple. And I highly recommend that you don't ever look back. And you don't owe an explanation either. If they don't understand what they did, that's a them problem. And don't blame everybody else for a mistake you made as to why they cut you clean the fuck off and never looked back. That's on you. Those are your consequences to deal with, not theirs. So all these passive-aggressive posts and all this weird shit you're doing is lame as fuck. Because you did that to your friends, and then you left them to hang there to deal with all of the shit in that panel. You did. While you watched from the bushes. While they answered questions. And all the other shit that came along with it. And all the other shit that's probably going to keep coming with it. You did that to your friends. So all this passive-aggressive shit you're doing is diabolical as fuck. And just know that it's making your friends feel like you never gave a fuck from the start. And that's just adding insult to injury.
Disposable company. If I walk away, it's due to my own moral compass. Or something that I feel was a personal attack towards me or a betrayal to me. And I don't think it's fair to use up someone and then toss them in the trash.
That's why I laugh and say I'm literally the shittiest scammer ever, because I didn't know scammers like give away their own money.
Well, and you know, it's like I've been attacked. I've gotten screenshots, as we all get screenshots.
Mm-hmm.
You know, of saying that I should.
You know what's crazy about that, OG? I stuck my fucking neck out for you. And I don't have a single regret doing it because I know I was doing the right thing. I know I did the right thing. And you know what I got out of that? And I didn't know you at all. I didn't know you at all. I just sat back and watched, and I knew that I had the capability to use my voice and my platform to handle that situation, to prove that you actually did not scam somebody, and you know what I got from you in return? Lies. You lied about giving that girl's information. You did. You did. You 110% did. You also know that I came to you about it. You also know that I was the one that brought it to the internet. Because you were devious. That's what I got out of sticking my neck out for you. So this is an interesting conversation happening here. And you know the crazy part is, I'd probably do it again. Maybe not necessarily for you, but if I see something fucked up and I know that I have the voice to change it or fix it, I'm going to use my voice to do what's right. But that's a risk you take when, right down to your core, you do everything you can to be the best possible person you can for people. I don't have a single regret. But what you guys are talking about right here, this point that PPO is making, and you're just like, oh yeah, yeah. You did that to me directly. And don't even try to sit around this bitch and deny it. Because I have the proof. And so do you. And I'm actually sad at how hard I went at making sure everybody knew and was successful. And you still sit on the app and he and haw around it. Like you weren't devious. And you were. And you've still never owned that. And I never dragged you. I straight up said in the beginning, I was just hurt. I was hurt. I was hurt. I trusted you. I did, because you were giving me straight facts. All the bank phone call, everything. You were fully transparent. That's how I knew you were telling the truth about that. And all the receipts you were willing to provide. And I trusted you. And you hurt me. And I said that from the very beginning. And you still haven't owned it. And honestly, then, that was the only reason I had you blocked. And there's a ton of people that will say, like, absolutely. Because I made it abundantly clear. Now there's other reasons, for sure. Yeah.
Shouldn't speak for black women, and that I shouldn't speak for black women. I've not spoken for any. I speak as an individual that stop the bullshit, stop the hate, do better, because what you're saying publicly, one, the internet's forever, but two, that's what we're teaching the next generation, and that's why this keeps going on. I strongly believe in culturalizing our children, teaching them history and the backgrounds of everyone, because they need to make their decisions and they need to be intelligent.
That's also upsetting though too, PPO, because we also hear, well, you guys, you should be our ally. You guys should be standing in front of us. So what is it? And I've had this argument on this app at one point in time with somebody, because I'm like, 1 minute, I'm told.
You can't stand in front of anything if that's what you're going to call them and stand on all 10 on it. They don't want you as a representation or to stand in front of them if you feel like calling them that is excusable. Like, what?
Well, don't get into, black folks' business. The next minute, y'all are jumping on me because when shit went down, I stayed to myself.
Yes, then they shouldn't be getting into white folks' business, right? I mean, shouldn't it be a straight across the board?
It should be.
Well, I mean, I feel like they can't keep your company kind of the same logic with your case, that you can't have each other's company and be kosher and then fall out, and all of a sudden there are all these new rules, and while they've been applicable rules to others, you can't hold them now. It's like the comment that Tasha made the other night about when she read the comment from the chat. Judge people by their character and not their color. If anyone screen recorded that, please post the comments, because I don't ever comment on my troll account. I've always told everyone, go everywhere, sit everywhere, listen to everyone, make your own opinion. That's what you do when you're there. So if I do speak up, I speak up under my PPO account. And if you go back and you watch the comments, I said judge people on their character. I never added that part about their color.
The fact, I honestly think the worst thing that irritated me that night is when she said, you are all raising your children to spit on black people's kids.
That pissed me off. That pissed me right off.
I would be willing to have to answer to CPS if my children spit on anyone at any event.
Me too. Zeta, no.
That would hurt them.
Zeta, no.
That would hurt them, but I would spank them, and some people just don't believe in that. Let me clarify that before it gets clipped.
I did put this in a video. I've taken all my shit off my account. But there is a video where Bree said that she would rather spit on OG's face than have a conversation or apologize, or something like that. Like, she would rather spit on OG than do any of that.
Oh, really? So let me get this straight, because again, I have blocked them. I have blocked them. So I don't watch any of their bullshit unless somebody tells me something, and even when I get told something, I don't go watch it. But is that not what's the word?
Microaggression.
Well, there's that. But also, so in one hand, one of their little, people of their group are telling you that, us YT people are raising our children to spit on black children. But then a grown-ass black adult is saying that she would rather spit on me. And let me make this very clear to everybody. I don't even know Bree like that. We've never had a conversation, I don't believe. Never. What's the word?
Microaggression.
Well, there's that. But also, so in one hand, one of their little, people of their group are telling you that, us YT people are raising our children to spit on black children. But then a grown-ass black adult is saying that she would rather spit on me. And let me make this very clear to everybody. I don't even know Bree like that. We've never had a conversation, I don't believe.
Can I just be transparent right now? As a YT woman, I'd spit on you right now too. Again, that doesn't have anything to do with the color. There's like, what are you guys? What is going on? I'd spit on you too.
Believe. Conversation, I don't believe. Never.
I could be wrong. And maybe it wasn't you, maybe it was Megan.
Well, even that, it doesn't matter. But I will openly say this, and this is my thoughts, my opinions, my feelings, not Retina's, not PPO's. It is people like that Trish, that Queen E, and Bree that keeps racism and prejudice.
Tasha was talking about her own son being spit on. No, it's not the OG in this chat. No.
It's going. I do not.
Every day.
Yep. I do not. Yep. I
put that in the chat when I was addressing her, that she is part of the problem, and that's the way that I feel. But as you go on through that chat, in the video that you just played speaks of people being doxxed. But if you listen to that and her response, and then you read the comments, nothing would justify her telling me that she's going to find out who I am. I didn't say anything out of bounds. And she said she's going to find out who I am. Why do you want to find out who I am unless you're going to dox me?
Right. Zita, real quick before I forget. No, she's she's not paid me the $550 she owes me, and also, I do believe diagnosis amnesia is RZA. Amnesia is RZA.
SPG, why are you here? Okay, you can be here to support OG, cool. But you also said you're the most hated. You've also said, oh, you have no ill will against me. Do you want me to pull the screen? Do you want me to pull the screenshots? You know that I've had a lot to say about you, and Too Tall, and you had a lot to say back to me. You've also said some racist as fuck shit to Pastor Petty. So don't act confused in the comment section when I ask why you're here.
I will say, Regina, from my understanding, the situation between SPG and Petty was they were each making, I don't think racial would be the term for it.
Calling him the N-word?
Yeah, no. But what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? So he was making fun of and or talking about her nationality. Like they were doing it to each other, apparently. That's what I was told. I only seen one part of it.
He was going at her nationality live on his TikTok, like he normally would, right? Her go live herself, I believe, even sent a fucking message, and verbally, aggressively call him that. There's a difference between banter and racism.
Is that so? Is that so? We are gathered here today
And I'm sorry. I'm always going to have Too Tall's back over SPG. That's just how I'm wired.
I'm going to say one more thing, and then I'm going to drop. Because this is in your purpose, angry as you can hear. This may not be a favorite opinion. For as much tension was there last night for some of the people that took a box. Tasha Mack's friend, Dr. Queen, the author, she has conducted things amazing in trying to diffuse the situation, I feel like. And when Rissa got up there, her calm demeanor and the exchange and her trying to expand Smash's perspective, whether I agree with that perspective or not. But I do feel like the calm demeanor and the exchange opened the door for people to be able to say what they agreed with, what they didn't, and their position on we're convicting one, why aren't we convicting all? And as I view what I saw or feel I saw was people speaking up that hadn't spoken up before. And I'll give that credit for it. That opened the door for people to be able to say how they felt about the whole situation. And Retina, for anyone that I saw, besides your normal troll nitwits that are blocked everywhere anyway, so let's be real, for anyone that I saw that agreed that what was said was wrong, those people still ask, where's the accountability for those that have gone on about everything in your world for 2 weeks?
I am also kind of wondering though, like, Rissa, right, scammed somebody out of money, and it wasn't just me. There was other people she did too. And she just comes and sits comfortably on platforms as if she did nothing. I guess I don't understand that.
What does that have to do with the racism topic that was going on last night? Who she got money from, who was sending the CAs and the P... That is completely irrelevant to the topic that was at hand last night. Why are you skipping, like, you guys are you're just like skipping right over that. The question you should have been asking is, why wasn't Retina in Smash's box last night to have that conversation with all of those women? Bree included! Just my opinion.
Yeah, No, and I absolutely can see why you'd feel that way. I absolutely can see why you'd feel that way. And I can remember when all of that happened, because heaven knows I've been right in the middle of the cross, red flames, if you will. Red flames, if you will. I don't know what's okay anymore. So I think that that's a very, very valuation. I haven't seen her. I haven't seen her anywhere else. But I can, no matter how I feel or agree or disagree, I'm only speaking in reference to last night. Last night. So I hope that makes sense, that I'm not excusing anything else or invalidating anyone else's feelings as a whole.
No, PPO, I didn't think that at all. No, PPO, I didn't think that at all. No, I'm sorry if that's how it came out. I know.
I just want you to know that, because I will never try to invalidate someone's feelings. Their perspectives, their environment, and their experiences is what gives each of us our views and our feelings and thoughts on things. So
Right,
you didn't make me feel that way. I just want you to know that it wasn't my intention to make you feel that way.
Yeah, no, you absolutely didn't, honey. Like, not at all. I don't hear much about her. I do believe that, like I said, I believe she's diagnosed with amnesia. So when I see or hear about that page, it makes me think about it. But otherwise, I don't give it much thought anymore, because it's just wild to me that you could do that to somebody and not care.
Right, which is very fair. I mean, had that been my money, I'd have been flipping the app inside out.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna drop before Angry Dog continues fussing, because I'm still doing skincare. I hope I helped clear up some of this stuff, guys.
I hope so, because I don't believe that woman deserved the he she got.
He doesn't.
Deserved the he she got.
He doesn't at all.
At all.
And I do not. And she and I have never even had a one-on-one conversation. I don't even know that we've ever spoken in chat. But as I saw her comment, I'm like, whoa, this could easily not be favored. I knew the context, and that it was applicable to the video, and that's where I felt it was everyone's responsibility to make their judgment off of hearing both pieces together.
Right.
I do not believe that she would have said what she did had it not been based on that video, and that is solely my opinion off of how I've seen her conduct herself in many lives, the same places that I said. So.
When you guys are saying her, you're talking about the Trish?
No.
The Trish?
No. Wait, you're talking about Tasha and Matt. I'm talking about Free One that made the comment referring to the cotton, which was linked to the video, but people didn't listen to the video.
Gotcha.
So, but I'll drop. I hope this blows over for.
I need the context of this. This Free One comment has come up multiple. I need the if somebody could send me the comment, and apparently the video that goes with it, which I haven't heard anybody say that cotton was mentioned in a video for that to even be put in a comment. I need to know. Send it to either Ahmad or me on Discord if you got me, please.
Everybody, and I just want the hate to stop. We have to do better. It starts at home, and we owe more to our children. So, have a good night.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
Hello, Violet. I guess I got at least 3.
I know they play the video, but I'm not playing that on live. If I have to, if nobody has it, I'll go back through this live and listen to the video, and refer to the picture of the comment when I receive it.
Okay, so, do you want to have a conversation?
Yeah, that's what this whole night. This is about having puddles and not arguing and yelling and all those things.
Yeah, I don't want to argue. I don't want to yell. I'm not in the mindset for it. And after yesterday, I definitely don't want to go there. But what OG said earlier, whenever I was talking to her on the phone, it was a while ago. So I'm not upset with her for not exactly stating what I said verbatim. It's okay, because sometimes I forget things. I don't remember everything clearly. But
Is this not referring to the topic? Because honestly, I'm not trying to hear Violet fucking talk right now either.
as a cop-out or a way to seek attention, and that's in fact what Alyssa did. But also, people don't know what
$100. It's the fact that you continue to sit around, which means that is support.
Well, I mean, how many people did sit with him? Comments really fast, and then I'm going to drop back down. Sorry, I keep waking up. I don't remember who said it, but hold on, let me find it.
Haley said it.
Yeah, yeah. So Haley's asking, or she's stating that she saw a clip saying that I agreed when Riri told Lissa to go fake it. Absolutely, I said it. 100% I did, and I agree with Riri saying that and her behavior behind it. Absolutely, I do. Alyssa came on this app 3 different times and used suicide as a weapon.
Is the last time?
Double tap, you guys. Double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap. 334K, let's go, you guys. I apologize. Like, this is really heavy. Like, I have a headache. I might end up doing part 2 for panels tomorrow because it's a lot. It's a lot for everybody. But I'm probably gonna need a break when this is done. Yeah, I get it, Lacey. Yeah, they do. I agree, Rach. I agree. I agree that everybody needs to process. Everybody needs to process and think and educate and... I agree.
Doesn't fuck with him anymore. She hates his gut.
Whatever the fuck they blah, whatever the fuck they want. I said, you are more than welcome to get a box and say whatever the fuck you had to say tonight.
There's about 15 minutes, and I've got it on 1.5, 1.45 or something, so.
Damn, PPO. Yo. It'd be different if you got in a box, I think, though. I like to actually sometimes take a picture of my profile and see the numbers change afterwards. It might be a toxic trait of mine. Who muted a comment that said something about comical? Because what did it say? Hey. Well, PPO, you can't be fair because you're just getting deleted left and right.
Thank you, Jazzy. Rage with the paper crate. Rage is the original paper crate.
Oh, balancers. Lacey, well, you know, I'm not going to get into that one. Blue Grenade, this is my, emergency account, I guess you could say. I'm sorry. You can go somewhere else if you want more numbers. Ooh, that's not good. I hope you are all safe. That's like the scariest shit ever, and that's why I don't know why y'all live where you live. Where fucking crocodiles live, and spiders are the size of your hands, and you got fucking critters coming out of your toilets. Fuck all that. I will live where it freezes every year, so nothing can get big. Should we take a poll of how much trouble I'm going to be in tomorrow? I do want to end this by saying this though, that if speaking to somebody's significant other's ex is okay, we have to remember that across the board. No matter how you got that phone number, just remember that. That's what I'm ending this live with. Well, thank you. Well, thank you, Nina. And again, if anybody is so worried about me calling some people some bitches, go to YouTube and watch 3 days worth of shit that I listened to. Imagine just making fun of somebody though, because they have stress alopecia. Like that's funny. Imagine making fun of a white person because their lips aren't big enough. Imagine just calling somebody fat ass. Well, I don't think your jeans are that much smaller than mine. But like I said, just remember, if significant others aren't off limits to one, they are not off limits to two. What is good for thee, what is good for them. Always remember them. Always remember that, because you know that's always been my motto. And if you think I care if I lose followers over my next steps, you haven't been around long enough. And the fact that you come into Smash's live, acting so just physically exhausted, like you've just been tormented for so long and for so many days, bitch, you got me fucked all the fucking way up. It's crazy. Oh, we got so much going on in our life, I don't need nothing. 3 fucking days, 10 hours at a time. Connie knows exactly how the fuck ruthless I can be. And after this weekend, you know what? It's fine, because I still get mad at me. I will not ever fucking apologize for what the fuck I said. Hold on. Because here's my thing. How can you start every fucking sentence with the word white or YT? White bitch, white girl, white piece of shit, white, YT. I would never YT. You YT people don't. You YT people have dog DNA. You YT people don't expect. You shouldn't be here. You were all mistakes. You were all mistakes. YT, white. You want to talk about people that have an issue with a race? Maybe you should look within your fucking self. And it's crazy to me that you said all that fuck shit, and then you wanted to cry because I called you a black bitch. I can be a white whatever, right? Oh, but because you're oppressed and you have to go through this in your life and that in your life, it's okay for you to degrade every other fucking race, especially the white folk, especially the white people that have been your friends and really haven't done a fuck thing to you. It's okay, right, though, for you to use those words. But you can come up with every fucking excuse for nobody to call you outside your name. Dirty bitch. All those things you want to say, Brie? Oh, okay. I don't know what you asked yourself. don't know what you asked for. I don't know what you're talking about. So again, be mad, stay mad. I don't apologize. I don't apologize, and I will never apologize for the fuck shit you guys just did to me. Absolutely fucking never. And let me make it clear, I am speaking to Queenie and Bree. Just in case there's any fucking confusion. Okay? Maybe keep the word white out of your name before you degrade somebody, and then you wouldn't receive the same fucking energy. Did you what? Red why are you trolling Malibu? What happened in 3 days? It's all over YouTube where Bree and Queenie just sat there and dogged me for 3 days. Oh, you muted them? Okay, never mind. Oh, you muted them? Okay, never mind. It's just crazy to me. And that's what pisses me off, is people don't fucking hear the shit that happened to make me fucking say something like that. That's what's just fucking weird to me. That's not something that I just normally spit out of my mouth. Though I don't know why that name was trolling Malibu, but it's not okay. But honestly, just sitting there dogging me about everything, and then also adding Kendra in their line, that's crazy to me. I want Kendra to post where I asked her anything about having a conversation with Wasty Casey about them being the contrary 11 page, because that's what she got in the box and said. We all heard it. I have it posted. Where the fuck did that conversation come from?
Bruja's good in the chat, you guys. She's not talking about us. Bruja's one of my day ones. And she's warranted to feel how she feels. Period. Bruja.
Has anybody seen it or heard it? I know I missed some things on the internet, but I think I would know if that was posted or cleared up.
I'll take it, Smash.
Yeah, it's crazy because I'm pretty sure I just texted 911, come to my live. Casey's coming to my live. I don't think there was ever a conversation about me having a conversation about Casey being the contrary account in my live. That's funny to me. It's weird to me. Anywho, so we all found out how Violet feels about mental health. Me and Megan, talked about racism. Kendra is a fucking lying sack of shit. And Bree and Queenie are still black bitches. So, I hope you have all good night. Sleep tight.
And then you triple down on it. And to be transparent, and again, this is my opinion only, Retina, that whole shit with Kendra could have been avoided if you would have gave her a box when her child was being spoke about. But you gave somebody else the opportunity instead. I'm not doing boxes right now. I need to get the fuck off of here. I have to get off of here. And then when you end it with doubling down, is absolutely insane. That's absolutely insane. You have shit backwards. You have it backwards with Kendra too, respectfully. Because as a mother, if somebody's being platformed to talk about my child and my stuff, the second I request a box, I become priority. Not just for me, but for my child. Point blank period. You created that mess too. I'll unalive on that hill. That's where I stand with that. Point blank period. Thank you, Jazzy. But for you to double down on what you called them, I don't know. I need to process. Kendra, I do see you in the chat. I have every intention of going live tomorrow. I need people to be able to process. Kendra, I'm more than happy to platform you tomorrow so that you can speak your piece, because I do know, I did see, I want you to know that I see you and I hear you, and I do know that your child was spoke on. You can speak here, no problem. To speak your piece. PPO, I'm going to reiterate to you, I cannot be the one to educate you. I am very disappointed. This may even result in you getting blocked. I do respect the fact that you're asking for education. I do understand that the perspective is just slightly different than what these assholes have going on. I get that. But that's why I need to process. It's important for me to do so. But you are unmodded. I stand on this. I'm not fucking around, and I'm very much paying attention. So again, I'm gonna ask, if your moral compass with racism does not align with mine, please remove yourself from our safe space. Please. You're not welcome here. You will never be welcome here. And I stand on that. Please educate yourself. Please reach out to the correct people that can educate you. And the last thing you should ever do is ask, as a YT person, is go ask another YT person when you have both made harmful racial slurs and comments if each other thinks that you're racist. This is fucking disappointing as shit. It is embarrassing. I love you guys. Bree and Queenie, I don't fuck with either one of you. I think we've established that, right? We've established it. But I'm sorry that that was said to you. Hands down. Because whatever vile shit you got going on, okay, I 100% agree that it could have just very well been matched with internet beef. And not the color of anybody's skin. I love you guys. Do better. Humanity, natural humanity tells us to do better.